Hello, everyone. It's Zax. We are here for some D&D with Max the Catfish, Pirate Promise, and Aristocats. Um, I'm a bit nervous, um, but I think we're gonna do fine. And I've disabled alerts for this just because it was very loud in my ear and I could not figure out how to deafen it for me, so I just deleted it. I'm sorry. I will try to thank you all in due time. Uh, But without further ado, I'm going to bring in the other three and let me know if they are quiet because last time they were quiet and I didn't realize it. So just let me know and then we will get started with Dr. Jubal's Carnival of Curiosities. Oh, I didn't undeafen. Why is that? It didn't. The button I used didn't undeafen me. Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Sorry, I was really far away.
Total side note before we get started, your camera border's floating over your face.
What? Why you do this thing? I wanted it there.
I mean, yeah,
It's an artistic choice.
exactly.
It's the wrong choice, but it's a choice. Oh, now I'm just breaking everything. Oh God,
Oh God, Zax.
I was so. Uh, you know what? We'll just. I need that.
Yeah, the stream.
Is that better? That's better. I just removed it. We'll fix it all. We'll fix it all later. Okay. So, everyone, would you like to just describe your character a little bit? A little bit of history. We are in a town called. Oh man, I'm starting real strong. The town is not super important, but I really thought I had it. It's Hills Picket, I think. Let me. Oh my gosh, I'm starting strong, everyone.
It's
We're doing good.
Unimport Village.
Right. Yeah. The lore can be that we don't even remember what town name we are.
Sure. No, it is. I did find it. It is Hill Picket. You are a part of a caravan. You were just kind of going through, but you are either traveling with it to a bigger town, or you are traveling as pseudo guards of the caravan, and you are stopping in this town because there is supposed to be a carnival, and that is where caravans sell their goods. So, if you would like to briefly say your character, like what your character is, what their name is, what class they are, and that's probably it, I guess. We'll start with Max because you know how to talk to a crowd.
Sure. Yes. So I'm playing the very ingeniously named Max Karsten, who has sort of taken on this pseudo name as well, called the Catfish. Which we didn't talk, Zax, about whether I've yet freed myself from the shackles of my outfit at this point in the game or not. But I'm a bard who historically where kind of this name the Catfish came from was he used to work on the docks, kind of seaside, entertaining people, and in order to entertain them even further, to really give a really interesting spin to some of the stories and some of the songs that he was singing, meticulously crafted this catfish outfit, full body catfish outfit to perform in which he somehow mysteriously got stuck and was just unable to free himself from. Because he was stuck in this for days, weeks on end, the townspeople uh, sort of gave him this name. It's kind of become his identity, not the catfishing that we know of from dating sites, but a literal, actual man stuck in a catfish outfit. It's bulky, it's big, it's sort of ridiculous. But he is a bard by nature, right? Loves to sing, loves to play instruments, loves to inspire and tell stories to those around him. Uh, he knows a couple of different bard-like abilities. He's very good at conjuring small magics to create a new element or a new layering to the stories that he's telling. Stuff like basic, I believe. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm relooking at my character skills after how many months it's been since I originally chose them. Yeah, okay. Basic prestidigitation, basic illusions that he uses to tell and create stories for onlookers. And then over the years doing this, of course, over the months doing this with this crew, has learned some new abilities since the last time we did a one shot with this character, including the ability to kind of use his words to alter the minds and the opinions and the dispositions of uh, people that he comes across and his enemies as well.
Heck yeah. And I have your picture up on my screen right now. It is up to you if you would like to still have that catfish costume on. This is clearly a picture before that, if that is the case.
Let's say by now he's gotten out of it. I think after how many levels was it since the last one shot? 3 levels of leveling up and
Yeah.
adventuring. He finally freed himself from the outfit.
Yep. Yep. All right. Aristocats, would you like to, just name your race, your class, a little bit of your backstory if you have one. If not, that's fine.
So my chick is Phaetris. She is a half elf ranger. So she is a wanderer. She doesn't stay in like one place too long, but she loves being in the mountainside. That's like her terrain that she likes to hang out in. She's not afraid to hunt for meals. And she doesn't really like getting too close to anybody. But she is protective of the few people that she allows herself to get close with. So, yeah.
Cool. Pirate, would you like to describe your character?
So my character is Ellie. She's a halfling. Um, she doesn't have a lot of backstory other than that her family is probably in the tea trade and um, wants to go out and find new teas to try out in the world. So she's a wizard and into divination and kind of uses her divination abilities to try and find new adventures and where things are happening. So I'm thinking that brought her into this caravan somehow and how she's going to meet everyone and that sort of thing. That's about all I got.
Very cool. That's probably true. Okay, chat, just so you know, it's very hard to talk with chat and DM and answer questions from the characters all at the same time. So I trust, please don't be disruptive. I think, a mod, and if not, I can add more to. You guys are great. We're part of Max's family, and Max's family is great. So I trust. Okay. With that being said, I think we can start. So you're in the town of Hill Picket. You have kind of been there most of the afternoon. You're just hanging out. Because of the carnival in town, there's no rooms available for you guys to stay in. But the common room, or which has a bar and some comfy chairs, is available for everyone to just kind of hang out. And so it's busy. And you guys kind of walk in, and there's a few places to sit, but there's a lot of people. Everyone is waiting for the caravan. Or for the carnival, sorry. Your caravan is there. Clearly, I'm nervous.
What kind of caravan is this? Like, what can you describe? Like, what exactly we're transporting? Like, do we have animals with us?
Yeah, so there are a few smaller towns that you are coming from that area, and they kind of pool their resources together and send everything to one of the more major cities in the area because that's where they sell it. And there's strength and safety in numbers, so you just sort of kind of hitched a ride. You can Everyone's expected to kind of, if they're able-bodied, protect the caravan. So you're kind of in that role, or you're just kind of passing through and you saw that this caravan was going and it was an easy way to get from point A to point B.
Mhm.
So you just kind of all jumped on, and you three kind of got to know each other and are pseudo friends. It's like you make a friend on an airplane, a little bit
Yes.
situation. So you're pseudo friends, you're kind of hanging out, you enjoy each other's company, at least to a degree. And so you walk into this tavern and you see just a lot of people. I know as a bard that would not unnerve you, but I think the wizard and so Elli and Ferris would probably have second thoughts going into a crowded room.
Do we know when the carnival is going to happen? Are we interested in going to the carnival, or like what's our sort of goal here? Because we're with the caravan. Are we looking to sell goods? Are we looking to make money? Are we looking to just blow off steam?
A little bit of all of those. The
Okay.
caravan is definitely here to sell goods at the carnival because, I mean, they're in the business of making money, as every business is, and they see it as an opportunity. A lot of the kids and people who don't have goods to sell are excited about the carnival. The caravan master sort of said in within the next couple days, he's not actually sure, but most of the caravan is kind of outside the city right now, or the town, and you just thought to venture in to the tavern and talk to some people or get a drink.
So Ellie, I think would, although it's really crowded, so that's not the most fun. Kind of wants to get a nice hot cup of tea because she's been in the caravan for a while. So, um, I'd like to, I don't know, see if there's a space that we can squeeze into. I'm gonna maybe pull Max and, sorry, Ferris. Is that right? I don't
Yeah,
say
Phaedrus.
Ferris.
Oh, there's a
Maybe.
T. Oh, my bad. I'll fix it.
We're gonna make it whatever you made it. It's
Nope,
fine.
it's Atris.
Maybe ask Beatrice and Max if they want to join for sitting down, something like that.
All right, cool. Very easy. It's crowded, but there are a few seats, and the barkeep comes over, takes some orders for tea. Max, did you want anything?
I'm curious if anything specific is happening in the tavern right now. Is there any music? Is there a band? Like what exactly is going on with the people who are within?
Sure, sure. So the barkeep takes an order. If any of you want a drink, he gets that. He goes back to make those orders. And as you scan the crowd, there is a band. It's not a very good band. With your trained ear, it's kind of cringy, but for whatever reason, the town actually seems to really enjoy it. So you actually don't know if they would enjoy your music based on what
Yes.
they seem to be enjoying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
As you are scanning this crowd a little bit, you see an elderly lady looking at you, like not breaking eye contact. And she she meets your eyes. Do you do anything?
What does she look like?
I can show you. If you have roll 20 open, you should be able to see.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
She seems to have like a bundle of herbs or like yeah, like herbs, like a mortar and pestle. She just like has these things. She is very curious. There's people at her table, but they are clearly not with her. And she's just
I feel like we
staring
should
at you.
talk to her.
I think she does look very very.
I mean,
what
because
kind of
if
look
she's
does
not
she
a
give
part
us?
of is she a part of the city, or is she a part of the carnival that's coming to the city?
You are unsure, but she
Is
as
she
she
giving
looks
us
at
like
you.
a happy look or like a dead look in her eyes, like she just happens to be looking around, or is she giving us like one of those like get out of my town kind of looks? Like what?
It's more intrigue and kind of excitement. So she's not scowling at you. She's looking at you and she's like, maybe. And so
Okay.
she actually beckons you over. She takes her hand and like waves you over to her.
I think I'm sort of nudging Ellie because I noticed the herbs in the basket and going like, hey, there could be some good stuff in there. There could be some good stuff in there if you're interested in that little basket of yours. You should go say hi.
I'll pick up my tea. I'll grab my little.
Very important. Yeah.
You gotta take the tea with you.
Heck yeah,
It's getting cold as we
Yeah,
sit
you can't let tea get cold.
for sure.
And start walking over. Do I recognize anything that she has in her basket, or like, do I know what that is?
Sure. Make a nature check with advantage. So basically, just roll it twice, or click the button twice.
It's alphabetical.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, my first one was good.
Yeah, so you definitely do. And you notice some. So your family's been in the tea business for a while, and you know some quality herbs straight from the source when you see it. And there's definitely some good leaves in there. But as you venture forth to her, she looks up at you and she's like, "Hello. What brings you to our fair town?"
Max is continuing to nudge Ellie to get Ellie to make the introduction. It's clear that these two have something in common with one another that they can bond over, and Max is completely out of his element. Completely out of his element.
No need to be shy. I'm just an old lady.
We're here with the caravan and to possibly see the carnival. Are you from around here?
Oh, I've lived here all my life. That carnival. The carnival. Some say it's cursed. Yes, cursed.
But what do you say?
I say it's cursed. Yes.
Max just bursts out into laughter, and then kind of covers it up.
Oh.
Cursed in what way?
Well, it stays in town for a few nights, and everyone has a grand old time. But peculiar things occur when it leaves. Yes.
But not while it's here.
I think it's causing people to act strangely once it leaves. And eventually, they go mad with a fever and go crazy.
Do you know who runs the carnival?
Dr. Jubal is his name. I don't know much about him. But wherever the carnival goes, the illness follows.
Do you know if anyone inside the tavern here is part of the carnival?
Oh, no, these are Well, let me look. And she takes a very long time looking around. She makes sure to look into every face.
Rolling for insight. Is she doing an insight check?
Well, she's lived here all her life, so she kind of knows like the people of town, but she makes sure to check everyone's face, and it takes a long time. And then she says, "No, these are townsfolk or folks from the towns around us. We're all here waiting for the carnival, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Will you help me? Will you help me get to the bottom of this illness? I have gold."
What do you think, Phaedrus?
I mean, I don't think Phaedrus has a giant care for gold, but I think she's interested. I think she's interested to know what's causing these occurrences.
Max is
after
all
the
in on the
carnival. Yeah.
Max is like, heck yes, I like a good story to learn. At the very least, we get a really great story that we can tell others in the future.
See, you have this right now is perfect because you get a story that you can then write songs about later on.
Exactly.
And that's how news is spread and fame gained.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie's also interested, but would like to also ask for, could you also maybe share some of your herbs or tea leaves if those are such?
Yes, if we get to the bottom of this, I will let you take your pick of my herbs, and there are some fanciful herbs indeed.
Ellie's excited, but trying not to show it too hard, too much.
Too hot?
Too hard.
Too hard.
Yeah.
She does not seem to notice. She's a bit peculiar.
What's your name, ma'am?
Oh, yes. How rude of me. My name is Elia.
Alia, nice to meet you. I'm Max.
And I'm Ellie.
I'm Phaedrus.
Nice to meet you. Well, when the carnival starts, meet me at the front gate, and we will go in together. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds lovely.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Great. Now be off. I'm going to finish my concoction. Go away. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Scooting back to our table.
I think Max wants to ask around, wants to confirm like this theory that bad things happen with this carnival, because if it has such a foreboding history, like wouldn't others know about that and be skeptical about that, right? Wouldn't it have been kind of chased out of town ahead of time?
Sure.
If I could, I'd like to like look around. I think often bartender is like the person to go to, the guy behind the bar who hears all the stories, and ask like, "Oh, have you heard this supposed theory that the carnival is bewitched or has something that happens to it when it leaves, etc." I don't give so many details. I think I ask just like, have you heard anything about this carnival? Just
Sure.
generically.
Sure. You look around, and there's actually two bartenders tonight because it seems to be very busy. And the one that is currently at the bar not serving drinks is she introduces herself as Hope Keller. And she says, "I'm actually the mayor of this here town.
Oh.
Yeah, just trying to help out the local tavern when they need."
Which came first, becoming mayor or becoming a bartender?
Wow, I've been bartending off and on since probably bartender. Probably
wow,
bartender.
okay.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what can I do you for?
So it's our first time. We're kind of passing through with the caravan that came in today, and I was, it just so happens that the that the carnival is around. I was kind of curious if you've heard anything about this carnival. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
The carnival. We are very excited to have it in our town. Mostly for business reasons, of course, but
Of course, yeah.
there's not very many events throughout the year that kind of, break up the monotony, if you will. And
Mm,
I'm looking forward to just kind of going through and enjoying myself a little bit.
sure. Uh,
Uh,
i- i-
d-
had you heard about the carnival before it arrived, or
I've heard it here or like here and there. It's gone through some towns near us before. I've never had the opportunity to actually go to it. I think Dr. Jubal is fairly well known in the countryside. I haven't heard much about him.
have you spoken to Dr. Jubals
No,
at
no.
all?
I've never had the chance to attend one of the carnivals, sadly.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Uh, do you know anybody who knows Dr. Jubals personally? Perhaps.
Hmm. Hmm. I am not sure. I think the best bet would be one of our town guards, Myra. She she's the only tiefling, so she won't be hard to find. She's traveled the most out of everyone in our town. I think she was born here, but she left to the big city for a while. She would be the best chance at that.
Okay. And do you know whereabouts she might be stationed today, if she's working today?
Uh, Actually, speak of the devil, she actually she just walked in. It's starting to get like nighttime, so whatever shift had ended, and she walked in behind you, and she actually goes up to the bar right next to you and asks for a beer.
Sorry, that was gross. Pardon me. I I pause for a moment, thinking that the mayor will introduce me to Myra, but
Does
but
not.
it does
Nope.
not.
Nope. She just gives her a beer, and that's it.
All right, this is
I think the three of
awkward.
us
Let's
sit
go.
in a sort of silence for a moment until Max recognizes that that's not going to happen, and then turns to Myra and goes, "So, I have heard you're one of the guards on duty here in Hill Picket. How was your day today?" No, maybe that's a weird thing to say.
You
It
said it.
came out of my mouth already. No, screw it. How was your day
Um,
today? God, embarrassing.
Well, you seem to know who I am. Who might you be?
Yeah.
Are you new to town?
I sort of haven't moved here, but part of the caravan that's passing through. Yeah, we were actually just about to go head down to the caravan. Or caravan, carnival.
Carnival.
Carnival. Okay. Um, and who told you about me? And
Uh,
as she asked this, Hope
Yep.
turns and just like walks away.
Yes.
I've been asking around the tavern for people that might know a thing or two about the carnival, and your name has come up one or two times.
Well, uh, sure. My name is Myra. I've recently come back to Hill Picket to serve as guard. What what would you like to know?
I was just kind of curious if you've heard anything about the carnival that's in town. We're just investigating a little bit, but if it could be a fun time, if it's worth the cost of visiting.
Oh, right. Well, it should arrive hopefully either tonight or tomorrow. From what I've seen and heard, it's a good time. I have been to one of the carnivals, but it was a long time ago, and I think most of the performers I saw back then have retired. And hmm, I'm actually kind of concerned about the carnival now.
Why is
Um,
that?
well, there's going to be a lot of strangers in town. There are a lot of strangers in town, including the caravan. Just yesterday, I saw a dirty little girl with a bloody knife. That's not even the worst part. She was talking to an odd-looking goat. I have no.
Are you
What do I do with that?
Are you sure it wasn't just like some strawberry jam? Maybe she was feeding the goat.
Hmm.
From a knife.
It could
With
have.
a knife.
It could have been, in all honesty. But where did she find such a big knife? And why was she talking? Yeah, children, I guess.
So Myra has visited the caravan that's supposed, or sorry, I'm gonna.
I know.
confuse you.
I've done it like
Sometimes,
4 or
yeah.
5 times already.
The carnival before, and what is it pronounced? Ayla.
Yes, Ayla.
Ayla. Ayla said people that leave from it are kind of go mad. So can I do some kind of like insight or
Sorry, one
see
second.
whether-
It's Alia. My bad.
Ayla? Yes. Okay. Hold on a second.
I will read it right eventually. It's Aelia. Alia.
Can I do some kind of like check to see, is she normal? Is she possessed? Is she lying? Is she telling us the truth about the carnival?
You just
Sure.
asked like 3 questions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If you want to check if she's possessed, it would be probably either a religion or arcana. If you want to check if she's telling the truth, that would be an insight.
I'm gonna do an insight check. I rolled a 16.
She seems to be telling the truth. She seems to be worried about all the people that are going to be in town, but I think it's more of a she's a guard and she's here to protect the town, and there will be a lot of people that she won't be able to keep track of at all times.
Sure.
But she kind of continues, and she's like, and despite the creepy little girl with a knife, which I don't even know where she ended up, there's concerns about some sort of sickness following the carnival. I want to enjoy the carnival as well, but I don't know if I should, because I should probably guard, because we will be understaffed, and there's a sickness. I don't know why am I so open with you? You are very good with your words. You put me at ease, and I don't like it. I don't like it one
Well,
bit.
Well, we're adventurers, and we might have some weapons on us. Do you need?
Is that a threat?
help?
Oh.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Gosh, no.
I think what my companion means is we might be able to be the inside job here for the carnival.
Oh.
If you're planning on
Carnival?
Carnival, yes.
For the
But no, I think for the specific carnival, I was imagining. I don't want to get a permanent job here as a bodyguard of Hill Picket.
He'll
Hill
make it.
Picket.
Hill Picket. Right. I remember that. Yes. And you could be guarding outside, and rest assured there will be people inside, attempting to handle it. We could work together potentially.
She kind of she considers it for a second, and she's kind of like, she seems like she's about to accept, and then she turns and looks at Alia, and she says, "Did Alia put you up to this?" She's a bit. You know what? I will use the help. But Alia's a bit eccentric. I would. She sometimes makes up stories. She's very rarely right about her. She's kind of a doomsday prepper type. Yeah. She likes her conspiracy theories. But I will gladly use the help. We can offer you some gold as well from the city, especially after this.
Before she even finishes that sentence, Max says, "We'll do it. We'll do it."
Glad to hear it. Now, what are your names? As she looks to Phaetris and Ellie.
I'm
Phaetris.
Ellie.
What?
Go ahead.
Ah, well, uh, good to meet you. I see why this fellow is the voice of the party. I will, I will just trust that you, report back to me anything strange from inside the carnival.
Uh, since we're helping the guard as well, do you happen to know of places for us to stay? Because I believe the town is booked.
I will, I will ask around. I will find you guys a place to stay.
Wonderful.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you for your service.
I think with that, we'll be off.
Thank you very much. And she just kind of like right as she says that, she just like turns and starts drinking. As if she was just politely not getting drunk after work. But not that much like longer into the night. Things are starting to wind down. People are leaving the tavern, and you hear a commotion outside. Someone is ringing a bell. They're shouting. There seems to be a muffled explosion. What do you do?
Sounds like we better go check it out.
Sounds good.
I'm with it.
We rush out.
All right. You rush out into the night, and there seems to be a crowd of people kind of gathering to the east of town, or to the north of town, and there seems to be a woman who is ringing the bell in front of the crowd. So as you kind of snake your way through the crowd to get to the front, you see this person kind of dancing around.
That's terrifying.
My God, it's a woman with a bloody knife.
Yeah. Okay. Forget the knife, but yeah, she's like, it's not threatening. She's like juggling them. So it's fine. She's not like stabbing people. Anyway, there is this woman dressed in motley standing next to a burning barrel of pitch, ringing a bell.
Sorry, burning barrel of what?
Pitch.
Oh, pitch. Okay.
And she kind of yells into the crowd. In the darkness, a joyous light. The carnival comes to you tonight. Come one, come all. Come see us tumble and fall. And as she finishes, two acrobats spring out from the burning tar, not burnt whatsoever, and they begin to tumble and jump in the firelight. As they dance, the woman starts handing out tickets, saying the carnival will open within the hour. And as you kind of look behind her, a short ways away from the village, trains of wagons are unloading their contents as the carnival begins to set up by the light. The acrobats and the woman entertain you and the crowd while the carnival is set up. And she eventually gets to you, and she hands you each one of these tickets.
I take one. Yeah.
Yep. Take it.
Max takes one after rolling his eyes at the overproduction of what is a carnival. In his
She
opinion,
will stab you.
Yeah,
She will stab you.
clowns and carnivals to Max are somewhat below him. Like they feel a little overproduced and a little designed more for cheap tricks than they are for kind of immersive atmospheres. But I think as he takes the ticket, he wants to ask this woman like, so how long have you been with the carnival? Or maybe, yeah, screw it, it's out of my mouth. That's what I say.
How long have I been with the carnival? A long time. We've been traveling many miles, and we have many curiosities for you to take a look at. I hope you're excited. You will be busy
very
all
exciting.
night.
I've never been to something like this. What should I expect inside?
Oh, very, very curious things. We have performers, we have games, we have dancing rats, we have a soothsayer. We
Dancing
have
Rats, that one specifically kind of called out to me because as a performer myself, I'm kind of curious about something along those lines. How do you get them to dance? The ones that I worked with only bit me repeatedly.
that I don't know. That is not my area of expertise. But I have seen it, and it is amazing. I would definitely go and see it again.
Are there any other curiosities that?
Oh, so many more. So many more. We have, like I said, a soothsayer. We have the exorticum, which just has very, very exotic sights. Every room with a different one. We have the dancing rats, like I said. We have knife throwers, like me, and she actually like juggles them a little bit, and then one of the tumblers has like a baton, and she like throws it, and it splits through it.
Oh, that's cool.
And besides that, we have more jugglers, which I am also a part of, as you can see, as she starts juggling knives. And she keeps talking to you. And she goes, we have clowns, we have acrobats, we have the geeks. I would maybe stay away from them. They're a little much for some people. As she keeps
If an actor or a performer would be interested in joining, who might theoretically this actor or performer consider speaking to at the carnival?
Oh, Dr. Jubal himself.
Oh, he's that approachable. I would imagine a man running a carnival of this size would be a pretty busy man.
He is definitely a pretty busy man, but if you have the talent, we have the place for you.
Wonderful.
Though I'm not sure your two friends seem like the performing type.
Oh, no. This would be for me personally. We could leave them behind.
Ah,
Ellie nudges Max really hard.
I see friendship is important to you. Anyway, I need to hand out some more tickets as she throws all the knives and like deftly grabs them all out of the air and like puts them back in her belt. Thank you. She bows and she takes more tickets out and like walks past you, handing them out to all the people. So yeah,
you two are short, right? You're short characters.
No, I'm short.
Oh
yeah. Ellie's short. Phaetrus is a half elf, so she's like.
Oh, half elf. Okay, yeah. So we should probably find seats, sort of close to the front, right? For Ellie's sake, I would imagine.
I have
Would
a
be nice.
pack. I can sit on my pack.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Gosh, don't need to insult my height. I can
not
handle
insult,
myself.
It's just the reality of the situation. You're
Well-
right.
Ellie is a wizard. She can do what she damn well pleases. Okay.
So where would you like to sit then? Oh, mistress of the pack.
Well, we're gonna kind of fast forward into the carnival.
Okay.
Like we're gonna fast forward this like awkward half an hour time frame where nothing really happens. As the caravan or the carnival gets, I did it too. The carnival gets set up.
One
I'm gonna
quick
bring
thing.
you. Yep.
I forgot to roll for
Your
one
portent.
of my skills. Yes.
You can do that right now. You can either do that in roll 20 or you can
Or
look
should I
at.
do that offline?
It doesn't matter. You can click one of the. Okay, let me look at your character. Click the deception button twice because you have a +0, and then that will be what the two portent dice you
Alright.
have.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
remember, you can change any roll you see. So if an enemy hits a crit, or you won't know the. Actually, you will. So if I hit a crit, you can say no. You roll a 2.
Is it after? Sorry for adding the questions now, but is it after you roll or before you roll? I was under the impression it was like before you.
Well, it's before normally, but since I can't, I mean, I can roll, I guess, and like tell you after the fact. It's just easier for you to be able to. I just want to click the button and let it roll, and in that case, it will roll, and it wouldn't give you the opportunity to change the die. So
I gotcha.
I'm just gonna let you say, you roll this portent dice instead.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. So the carnival is set up, and this was the best image I can find online, and I could not
Oh, wow.
find someone to attribute it to. I looked.
We don't see it on our screen. We only
Oh
see it
shit!
when you
Yeah.
click it.
Sorry, I was asked a
Nice.
question right as I was moving you over. Okay, so as you walk through the gates, imagine there's kind of gates. It's kind of walled off by wagons and like walls that they built up. And Alia kind of walks up behind you rather quickly for her age. And she like grabs you guys and she like pulls you down because she's kind of shorter. Well, okay, she doesn't pull Ellie down, but she pulls the other of you two down. And she says, "All right." I forgot her voice. She's like Yoda. Right. Damn it, that's not it.
It's all right. We'll pretend it was.
It'll work.
Okay. I am going to go look at the rats first. Because clearly, rats are what bring disease into cities. I say we split up. I'll go by myself and you three do whatever you want. But let's meet at the Mirror Maze in an hour or two.
Oh, God.
Just at some point. Does that sound good?
Are you going to be okay by yourself, Alia? Are you sure you don't need a strong, strapping, handsome man to walk you around these caravan? Darn it, carnival grounds!
Please. Ellie is more my type. Anyway, I'm fine. I have tricks. Goodbye. And she walks away. Kind of hobbles a little bit. She does not look like she has any tricks. But she's feisty. And so this is the Mirror Maze, which is where she told you to meet at some point. She was kind of vague about it, but basically whenever the story says to meet back, that's when you meet.
Sure. Can we look around and see like what's in the carnival?
Sure.
What we see in front of us?
Sure. As Alia leaves you, you kind of look at the crowd a little bit, and you're kind of shocked by how full it looks. Like, there are a lot of people here. More people than you thought Hill Picket could have. And you know that surrounding towns also have people here, but even then, it looks pretty packed. And as you realize that, you start to hear music blaring from a wagon not too far away from you. But Max especially. So it's pipe organs, and it's kind of eerie, a little bit creepy, discordant a little bit. Like it's not as upbeat as you thought a carnival should be. It's more creepy, which is kind of the vibe that it seems to be going for.
Can we
And-
see who's playing the organ?
It seems to just be on a cart playing by itself. Yeah. Magical curiosities.
If we look around, does everyone seem like normal slash if or intoxicated, but like does everyone seem there and not like vacant or like something's taken over them?
Sure, make an insight check. 11. You can't really tell too much, but you do like, and you're unfamiliar with this town, but you did see quite a few people in the past like half a day. And there's a lot, like the people who are laughing the loudest have unfamiliar faces. But like, I mean, you don't really know these people very well, so like they could have just been not where you were, you know?
Around
What?
this cart that has a organ on it,
Mm-hmm.
are there any workers who are notably working at the place?
Not at the pipe organ one. So I would say that would probably be like right here. And there doesn't seem to be anyone around it.
Hold on. Where was it?
Sorry.
One more time. Can you ping it?
Yep.
Oh, okay, got it. Are there any workers at the carnival at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's a bunch of booths. Sorry. We'll kind of go through some of the sideshow stuff. As you look, there are many games of chance. So like there's like an archery one, which has kind of caught Phaetrus's eye a little bit.
Ooh.
There's throwing balls at pins to knock them down. You know, normal carnival games. Like there's one where you have to walk on a plank over a tub of water, and there's swinging ropes that try to knock you down. There's the 3 cups and a ball table. And then there's some rides. They're kind of like kids rides, but like rope and a boat ride, slides, carousel. There's a small Ferris wheel, even though it probably wouldn't be called that because who is Ferris? Anyway, then you see signs that as you go deeper, there's the performers like the announcer had said, knife throwing, juggling, clowns. There's a human sitting on a tall pole, like a very thin tall pole. There are the geeks you see. There's acrobats. Then there's dancing rats. Then there's Madame Darkness, and she is the soothsayer. She can tell your future, is what they say. The Exorticum, which is just different rooms of exotic sights for you to see. So there's a lot of things.
I think it would be a good idea for us to explore around and see if we see anything suspicious.
Sure,
Sounds
sure.
good.
Where would you do any of those things that I have said pique your interest at all?
So Ellie would be very curious about Madame Darkness and if she's a legitimate diviner or if she's tricksy with it. I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out. And it sounds like there might be things the others are interested in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. So Madame Darkness, Phaetrus. There is an archery thing if you wanted to try that, or you
mean,
can do anything else.
I feel like Phaetrus would definitely be interested in that.
Okay. And Alia went to the rats, but that does not mean you guys also can't go to the rat, because the dancing rats seem to be kind of a big hit.
Max is particularly interested in the dancing rats.
Okay.
The organ and the music is interesting, but because there are no people there, it doesn't really interest him. He's really definitely trying to get to the bottom of whatever it is happening here. So I think he wants to see whether he can possibly tail or see what Alia's up to. Like, is she actually truly trying here? Like, what's her role in all of this? Like, how is she determining whether this is a good or a bad carnival to be at?
Got it. Okay. Do you guys want to split up, or we're gonna do things together? For no nefarious reasons, obviously.
I know there's safety in numbers, but I also feel like we'll see more ground and be able to explore more and see more people if we're split up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sure.
I would also say maybe let's split up and
Sure.
see each of the sites separately and then come together.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe after we see this attraction, come together and see if we want to split up again or go to something together.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So we have the archery for Phaetris. We have the dancing rats for Max and Alia. And we have Madame Darkness for Ellie. Cool. All right. Who wants to start?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Cool. So you go up to this carny, and you exchange the money for the archery test, and he says, "Okay, so what you got to do is you got to hit the center. You have 3 arrows. If you hit a bullseye, you get a prize. If you don't, you probably won't."
All right. Sounds
Cool.
good.
So
I'm definitely an interesting character.
he goes back and he gets a bow, but then he sees that you have a nicer bow, and he also goes and grabs some of his arrows and realizes you have better arrows too, and so he's just like, "Well, you seem like you have everything you need. Just I guess aim for the center,
All right.
And-
And what's my prize if I win?
Well, as you see, we have these stuffed animals. We have these little mirrors, these hand mirrors if you want. If you hit a bullseye, like bullseye, I'll give you a free ticket to anything else in the whole carnival. All right?
All
So
right.
there's it's the rings on a piece of wood, and there's a big red center, not super big, but inside of that there's another ring, which is dead center, and it's very small.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna have you make an attack roll with your longbow,
Okay.
your +8
Oh,
longbow.
shit. Oh, I hit it twice. Shoot.
No, that's fine. I will take the first one. 17.
Okay.
17. Okay. First shot, you hit the bullseye. You didn't hit the centermost part, but it was pretty close.
All right.
And just out of curiosity, yeah, you not only do you hit the center of it, you split the board in 2. And he's like, "Whoa, I did not expect that. That's cool." And so he goes back into a tent that's behind the archery stuff, and you hear things getting toppled over, papers getting thrown, and then you hear the click of a chest, and it gets thrown open, and he grabs another wood. You hear wood on wood, and he grabs it and he brings it back out, and he's like, "I didn't think I was gonna need this, but yeah, here we go. One more time."
All right. Oh my
One
God.
more. Okay. And let's see. Okay. That was very impressive. You hit a bullseye. Amazing shot. Thank you also for not breaking the second board. I only have 2 more. But
Phaetris just smirks and says, "You're welcome."
just out of curiosity, do one more. I just want to see how you do. And this one, so you had the one that was already a bullseye. This one is so perfect, it actually splits the second one you shot and also goes into the bullseye. And he's like, "Jay, wow, that's amazing. You're such a good shot. You know what? Normally I don't do this, but I we'll give you a stuffed animal, a mirror, and a free ticket. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, what kind of stuffed animal would you like? We have dogs, we have cats, we have ducks, chickens, rabbits,
Definitely a cat.
a cat. Ooh, cool. I call this cat Ed, but you can call it whatever you want. Here you go. So yeah, so you get a free ticket to any other event. The only event in the whole carnival that does not cost anything is the mirror maze, and everything else. So you paid money. We're skipping the barter and paying thing because it's annoying.
Okay.
But you have your prize. You definitely shot well enough by far to hit the center. So congratulations on that.
Yay.
Okay, and so now we will, unless you wanted to do something else, I will move on to one of the other two.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, who wants to go next? The rats or Madame Darkness?
Madame Darkness.
Okay. All right. My notes are not. Cool. All right. So you walk into this tent that has the Madame Darkness over the top of it. It's very, it's kind of dark in here, and there is clearly a unique kind of pungent smell. And there's Madame Darkness sitting at a small round table with a crystal ball in the center of it. She is a sun elf. She looks like a sun elf. Actually, make a perception check, just out of curiosity. $13. Okay. Okay. She says, "Good evening, dear. What can I do for you tonight?"
Evening. I would like to see how my current adventure would end up through your divining skills.
My skills are unquestioned. Now, have a seat and hold my hands.
Oh, all right. Little hands.
So she holds your hands, and she starts to like chant a little bit underneath, like under her breath, and she asks you after she's chanted a little bit, and the light in the room has dimmed from what it was. It was already dim, but now it's like the braziers just kind of like went low with her chanting. And you actually can see some like, it's weird, like mist is starting to like from underneath the table kind of dissipate out from the table. And she asks, "All right, how your current adventure is going to go? And do you mind me asking exactly what adventure that is? The going to the next town, the carnival, your work, your next dungeon, perhaps, the next book you're going to read. What is the most important thing to you right now?"
I'd like to see how my current job goes.
Okay. So she is going to, 1 second. I'm going to roll. 1 second. I need my dice. I forgot. 1 second. My real dice. Huh. Okay. Well, now, I see you are looking for something. And I see that one of you has One of your companions has already found it. You will also find it. You will find what you seek. Here tonight.
Interesting. Can I tell if she actually used like magic or if she's just um yeah like pulling something out from thin air?
Sure. Make an insight check. 16. Okay. Uh, it's kind of a combination of a lot of things. She seems to be pulling out a lot of tricks because she knows you're a learned person. Um, the mist that has kind of started is definitely not magic. And she seems to be kind of pulling it out of the air. And she, not only that, she seems to just be lying in general about like who she is as a person. And now that you kind of know what you're like, you look a little deeper, and not only has she been sort of lying to you and as a fake, she also isn't even a sun elf. You can see that it's clearly makeup, and this person like missed a little bit. It was very good. It was put on very well, but now that you know what to look for, you look and you can definitely see that this person is actually a dark elf and not a sun elf. And so yeah, this person seems to be just a fraud from start to finish.
Okay, Ellie's gonna ask a little bit more and just say, "Can you tell me a little bit more about what I'll find here?"
Uh, since you're, so she kind of like looks at you with one eye, and then closes it quickly when she sees that you're just kind of like looking at her, and she's like, "Sure, sure, sure. You will find a dark stranger tonight that will answer all of the questions you have."
You don't happen to mean yourself?
Well, no, not this time, but I can also tell you the answers you seek.
I have a feeling that you know a lot less than you seem to be viewing.
All right, and she like drops her hands. All right, clearly you are smart, and you see through me. This is just a carnival gag. I know, I'm lying, and yes, I figured you'd find out that I'm a drow, but drows are still not welcome in most places, so I put on a show.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. It's totally fine.
It's fine. I would deny it if you did. It's fine. But now that we are, man, you are literally the second or third person of the night. This usually doesn't happen until way later in the day.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Most people take what I say, and it, if it brings them a little happiness, if it makes them feel better, it's fine. It's fine. Here's your money back. Okay. You still have a couple minutes. Do you want a drink? I make intoxicants that heighten the experience of the carnival.
It's not really up my alley unless you have some really nice tea.
Curious. 1 second. And she like stands up, and so the mist is still kind of emanating out, and she like, oh, 1 second, and she goes back to the table and she clicks a button and the mist stops, and she goes over to a trunk and she like rustles through it for a little bit, and then no tea, sadly, but I do have rum.
I think maybe one of my compatriots might like the rum. I'll
You said you're going to take. I got it. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were going to tell them to come here and get rum, but then you said you weren't going to tell anyone my secret.
Complicated, yeah. Yeah, we're good.
It's fine. It's fine. Here's a little flask of my rum. Give it to whoever. I don't care. Just don't tell anyone that I'm a fraud. I need to make money here, you know? Sorry. That was Boston again.
I think with that, Ellie will step out and say farewell to herself.
Thank you. Don't come again. Have a good night. Okay, bye. Okay, and that is the second encounter. And the third one, we will go to the dancing rats. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. Okay. You follow the signs for the dancing rats, and you actually see Elli ahead of you. And not too far ahead of you. Are you trying to get into the same... Okay, so you see that...
I'm kind of keeping my I want to keep my distance from her as much as possible.
Okay, so you kind of get in line to the dancing rat exhibit, and it takes place inside of a trailer. So you actually like walk in, sit down, so you can't actually see the show unless you're in there. And you stay in line, and Elli goes in with the group in front of you. It takes, I don't know, a few minutes, and then the doors open by themselves, and she walks out with the group. Did you want to hide from her seeing you as she walks out?
Yes.
Or did you want to try to sneak into the same one as her?
I think
It's kind of a cramped, like 10 person can fit into.
Got it. Okay. Yes, I want to hide when she comes out.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Knew this. Oh god.
You are kind of in a crowd. So
16.
Oh.
16. Let's roll an insight check. Perception check. Okay. So, you kind of strike up a conversation with some people around you in a way that you were not looking at the door as she exits. And she pays you no mind as she walks on by, kind of cursing under her breath. You can't really make out what she's saying, but you definitely hear stupid rats. And now it is your group's turn to go into the wagon.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll enter the wagon.
Okay. So you go in and you find a seat. There's kind of like 2 tier of benches, and then like a little bit of stage on the other side of the wagon.
Okay.
As you all get in, the door magically closes behind you. Within this room, basically, music starts to play, and you can't really tell where it's coming from, but it's definitely like flutes. And it seems to be also eerie music, kind of like the pipe organ.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know where it's coming from. It's like it's coming from everywhere and nowhere. You can't track it down. You can't turn and get a better judge of where it's at. It's just this whole room is emanating this music.
Okay. I can't attempt to determine where it's coming from. It's that.
You can, yes. It'll be very tough. Try a perception.
18.
18 is pretty good. It is hard for you to pinpoint where it's coming from, but it seems to be... So this room is lined with mirrors as well.
Okay.
And it seems like these mirrors, which also kind of make the room look much bigger than it actually is,
Mm-hmm.
they also seem to be the source of this music. but there's mirrors all the way around this room and on the ceiling. So it seems like it's coming from everywhere because it's coming from these mirrors.
Okay.
And the mirrors are basically everywhere except for underneath you.
Interesting. Okay.
And so once this music has kind of gone on for a little bit, rats. So there's like a lining around the room, like a little shelf. And the rats start marching out on this, and they go around the room a little bit, and then there's like a decline in the shelf, and they walk all the way down to the stage, so to speak. And they just start dancing, and they kind of like group up and coil themselves together and make shapes, and it's oddly satisfying to watch the things that these rats can do. And then kind of like midway through, the music kind of has a harsh note, and the rats scatter amongst the crowd, underneath your feet, underneath the people next to you. The girls, there's two girls who are sitting right next to you. They scream bloody murder. One of the people tries to jump up onto the seat that he's sitting on to get away from the rats, and they all just disappear. And then more of them come out.
Like they hide, or disappear as in they fade from visibility as if going invisible?
Yeah, so it seems to be that there's places for them to get into that are out of view.
Okay, got it.
And so a lot of them did that. And then more rats come out, and there's more dancing, and it's more impressive. Like the rats are like grouping up and building shapes. Like they built a giant rat, and they're like, it's like dancing with the giant rat. It's very weird.
Huh.
And then
can I tell, like, obviously this is unusual activity for a rat, but like, do the rats have any semblance of ratlyhood? Is that a word? Like, are they acting like rats, or are they acting like they're being possessed by humans and acting like humans perceive rats? Is that a weird question? That's a weird question.
Not a weird question. Make an insight check, or nature. Probably, yeah, either or.
Okay. 23.
Okay. These rats move like rats. Mostly. They are doing things that rats normally would not do, obviously.
Okay.
But they are rats in their movement. It's just that it's like they're being compelled to do these dances. And where they normally would not do, but it's the rats' movements that are actually doing it. So,
Okay.
It seems like they're more enchanted than taken over.
Got it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. And then,
is there any staff in the room? Like,
nope.
Is there anybody? No, it's just
the audience, just the mirrors, just the rats. And then again, the music sort of, this time, instead of like hitting a harsh note, it kind of like slowly gets quieter, and it just kind of like finally ends on a very soft note, and the rats stop, look around, and scatter into the holes again. And the doors magically open from behind you.
Okay. Interesting. I want to leave the can I in the moment where people are leaving, can I, like, is there anything interesting around the room around me? Like any place where a human or the rats might be congregating? Anything that I could see that's like could potentially be a quote unquote behind the scenes or the behind the stage area?
Okay. Yeah. So, and from the dance, and when the rats scattered, there are holes underneath your seats, and it's kind of like a riser system, and there's holes there for the rats to get to. There's holes that lead underneath the stage, and then also there was that ramp that kind of goes around the room, and that goes into what looks like a small other room with a little door. And so
Like
that's
too small for me to enter. Like rat.
uh
rat.
so like it's clearly a hole in the top of that wall. It's like the front wall
Yep.
of the room. There's a hole for the rats to go into on the shelf area, and then there's also holes like in the base of that wall, but the room has a door that's probably not like you could get into it. It is definitely meant for someone far smaller than you.
Got it. I'm curious about the mirrors. Can I look at or investigate the mirrors up close? Is there a possibility to do that?
Yeah, sure. You take a second and you look into the mirror. What are you looking for?
Um, I want to discern like if music was coming from these, is there a magical element? Is there a physical engineering element to them that's causing that to play through?
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
As you you kind of stand in front of this mirror, it's weird because it didn't do this when you were just like sitting there. It kind of extended the room. Now that you're looking right into it, it kind of does I don't know if you've seen the Star Wars where Rey gets like a million of her in a line.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of one of those things where it's just like it keeps it didn't do that before. It extended the room before. Now it's just like extending you throughout the
Interesting.
whole room. And as you kind of look, you turn around and you see yourself. I don't know. It's weird because like even the other mirrors now show you, even though there's no possible way you could be reflected into them. 14. You think that clearly this is some sort of magical construct. You don't see any way that the music should be coming out of it. So clearly it has some magical properties that is playing the music and kind of like playing with like the size of this room and you as you're in here.
There's no staff in this room, right?
Correct.
That I can see. Can
Correct.
I attempt to take one of the mirrors off the wall?
Sure. Make
Can
a
I want to take one of my weapons or some like I don't exactly remember which items I have in my inventory, but like take something to pry one of them off of the wall. Let's say I've got a candle, a dagger. I'd like to use a dagger to
Sure.
pry one of these off of the wall.
Sure. Make it's actually not too hard to do. It's just kind of so you start to like do like put a dagger behind it, and there seems to be some sort of like paste or something adhering it to the wall, but it very easily breaks, and it gives you some finger room, and you put some finger on, and you just pull it off. Very easy.
Okay. And
There is kind of like a hook where it was too.
Sure.
So you pull it off, and luckily it's still like hooked in because otherwise you probably would have dropped it.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, there's just a normal wall behind it. There's a normal back behind the mirror.
Okay. I slip the mirror into my backpack and I steal it.
It is a pretty big mirror.
Oh, it's
It's
big.
It's like paneled. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then I walk out with it.
Okay. Yeah. There's no one stopping you.
Straight up just walk out of the room with the big paneled mirror, and as confidently as I possibly can, I walk back towards the place where we were going to meet up.
Okay. No one stops you.
I have no idea if this is worth anything. I have no idea, but I feel like somebody with a better ability, like interest in arcana or wisdom or magical abilities, might be able to discern if there's something up with these mirrors, because that was unnerving.
For sure. You get some weird looks from a lot of carnival goers. so far, none of the staff seems to be like following you or anything. And as you walked out, people walked back into that room. So there are multiple ones in that room as well. So it's not like you ruined it
This
for
isn't
everyone.
like the one mirror that yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are going to meet up. Did you know where you were gonna meet up?
Probably the spot where we like left off
Very
from,
split, yeah.
just wherever we came in from.
Okay. We will do that after a short break.
Cool.
And I will push the narrative a little faster so we can. I am being slow, but we're gonna take like a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Welcome back. Hey, look, I'm unmuted again. Okay. Thanks for hanging out during that break. I moved my. You know what? I can put it in the bottom left. It doesn't really matter where my stupid face is. So we'll transition there. How about that? Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Okay, we're gonna get back into it now. Yeah, thanks for waiting. All right, welcome back, everybody.
Howdy.
Oh, what did I just do? So apparently, my hotkey for deafening on Discord screws with browsers, so I should notice that. I hit it and like something that I've literally never seen popped up. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop that.
Yeah, you know, maybe I'll change it off from Alt to F4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Anyway, so we have done the archery. We have done the Madam Darkness, and we have done the dancing rats. Not encounters, but like rooms. And you are out all now reconvening back where you left.
Encounters to come later.
1 second. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check that I was not muted. That would have been awful. Okay, so you reconvene back to where Alia left you, and where you kind of like went your separate ways. Did you guys want to say anything?
Yeah, I think just catching up.
I take out the mirror. Well, not take out, but like I point the mirror at I'm still
can do
Elli?
Elli and Phaedrus, and say, "Look at this mirror.
You know, you're not supposed to take the carnival with you.
Look at the mirror," I say, and I pointed at the two of them. What do you see?
It kind of does a little bit of the infinity line of peopling that it did for Max, but it's different because it's kind of by itself now, and it seems to kind of start to be reverting back to a normal mirror for them, though it kind of distorts them a little bit. It makes them the same height, which is kind of weird. So it stretches Ellie's picture and it shrinks Phaedrus, and they kind of meet in the middle. It's kind of weird, but then as you kind of watch it slowly reverts you guys back to your normal height, and it seems like whatever magic had been on this piece requires the room to like kind of continue giving it that enchantment. So you just stole a mirror, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
The dancing rats were interesting, but I could not figure out anything about the environment here. Nothing at all. They could not tell if anything special was going on. I have no idea. How about you two?
I won the shooting arrow, bow and arrow contest. I won a mirror, a ticket to another attraction that we could visit together, and I won a stuffed animal.
How big is the stuffed cat animal that Phaedrus won?
It's probably like it like fits in your hand. It like one
Oh,
hand. you
okay.
can-
So it's not
yeah.
like one of those comically large ones that she has like under her arm, and she's just a
Definitely
regular
not.
character.
Definitely not that big.
And I've determined that it's a carnival where most things are a hoax.
What does that mean?
Madame Darkness wasn't very Madame. I don't know.
Madame. I don't know
Magical.
what you were going for to Madame Darkness for, but
But I did get you some rum if you like.
oh, I do love rum. Thank you.
and as you tell them, it kind of replays in your mind. Promise you won't tell anyone.
I promised I wouldn't say anything about.
Max just
Who
goes,
they are.
"You're telling me Madame Darkness is a fraud?"
Oh,
A couple
no.
people look at you and like, oh, interesting, and just kind of keep walking. Like, what? What?
I just cover my face so nobody can tell who's saying.
Beet red. Beet red face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, the meeting with Alia is probably coming up soon. If you want to go and try to find her, or if you guys want to do other, we can do other events and stuff, but it depends on how long you want to be here, I suppose.
I think it makes the most sense to meet up with her since we haven't found anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
I follow.
Okay. She said to meet her at the Mirror Maze, which is kind of in the middle of everything, and she doesn't seem to be there. And she didn't really give you a great time, but she should probably have been there by now. It's been probably like an hour of you walking around and doing other things.
I look around to see if there are any staff nearby.
Right. You see kind of some creepy people that you've noticed around the carnival quite a bit. And oh, I don't have a picture for them. Yikesies. Crap. One second. I have a picture. I just need to add it.
Imagination. Oh, okay.
We could. I do have a picture. I just forgot to like put it into the thing. Why are you doing this, computer? Please. Images. Oh, I don't have a great. I have just the token, and I will show the token for it. Everything is a mistake. Here. So you've seen these people walk around. They're people in bunny masks.
Oh God.
That's us.
There's a lot of them, and they are kind of disruptive a little bit. So, they will follow groups of people that you've seen, and you actually kind of look around, and there are a couple of them just like staring at you.
Are they following? Do they seem to be integrated into the carnival experience, a la Fright Fest, or are they like clearly outside of the carnival experience, causing havoc and chaos externally?
You've seen enough of them to know that they seem to be a part of the carnival, but they don't seem to be interacting with any of the other carny folk.
Okay.
So, yeah, they seem to be like following groups. They all have weird laughs, like creepy laughs. Like,
Are they
like
human, or are they wearing masks, or are they actual bunny people?
they look to be like their masks. Humanoid. I mean, so there's different height races in this world, and so there are bunny masks of different heights, but they all seem to be have a similar bunny mask, and they seem
the ones
to.
that are looking at us, are they in a group together, like standing around?
A couple of them are, but also some of them are just kind of by themselves walking around, and it seems like the more people like stop moving and look around, the more they are interested in those people.
Okay.
And you've seen a couple groups like kind of accosted a little bit by the fools, or like grabbed or mimicked. They don't speak, they don't say things, they just like do the same body movements as groups, and then they do their laugh, and then they kind of like run off. The people that you've seen that have kind of like not fist fights or anything, but like they are barring the way and people want to go through, and so they kind of like push their way through. That's when you see other carnival folk kind of like walk up and shoo them away.
Oh.
Yeah, so they seem to be a part of the carnival, but it's like a lot of people aren't happy that they're there.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on there.
I kind of wanna interrogate or learn about one of these. I think I would like slink up to one and go like, "Hi."
Oh, and sure, as you kind of go to the mirror maze to look for Alia, there seems to be quite a few of them kind of like grouped around the mirror maze, just kind of hanging out and looking at people weird. So you'll walk up to a couple of them and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And the bunny looks at you and just like cocks its head and just doesn't say anything.
Oh god.
Kind of giggles. Like, yeah.
Oh god. I ask, where can I get one of those those cool looking masks that you guys are wearing?
It kind of mimics your movement and like how you speak, your hand movement as you talk, and it does the same actions, and then it just and the other like bunny mask wearing people, but like from that were in that group, kind of like flank around and like just look at you, and they all kind of like cock their head, and you hear some laughing from the other ones, like ha ha ha, yeah.
Can I get up a little bit closer and cast detect magic on them?
Sure. Yes, you can. Do you want to be like subtle about it, or
Yeah, I'd prefer to be subtle about it. So as far away as I can, while I assume Max is distracting them enough. But
sure? Make a sleight of hand check with advantage, because you can cast the spell and kind of like walk into their sphere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're good. So you subtly cast detect magic, and you go up to these people, and they seem to be emanating quite a bit of magic. Let me look up what kind of magic they are emanating, because I don't actually think it tells me. They seem to be, shoot, I don't know. One second, let me look this bad boy up, because I'm not actually sure. They do seem to be emanating magic, probably of the, man, it could be anything. A little bit of necromancy, and yeah, a little bit of transmutation. So like a changing kind of magic, and then like it's like you can tell that it's alive, but like it's a weird pseudo alive.
okay. I step back a bit and maybe try to wave Max back over, like, maybe don't deal with this right now.
Yeah, I step back a little ways from them.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to go up to Max and Beatrice and just let them know, like, hey, something's up. That something's weird about them. I don't think they were people wearing body masks. There's some sort of like necromancy going on,
Huh.
maybe transmutation. Something's up.
Okay,
We might need to find a source for this.
that is a little strange.
I'm assuming you kind of like walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so they will be like here near the center. I would say you kind of like to talk. You kind of go over into this direction,
Mhm.
Sure.
and behind some crates and barrels and stuff, you actually, you see Alia sitting on the ground,
Mm.
kind of just out of sight. As you get closer to her, she starts cackling uncontrollably. She looks a little pained, and she kind of like shudders and falls over.
Oh my god.
I run over and see if she's okay, if I can tell if there's anything maybe magical going on there too, but probably not with that same detect magic, just like in general.
She is also kind of emanating some of the same properties as the bunny rabbit wearing people. And as you
There's the
get
same
close, as you get close, she's kind of like talking to herself in like a fever dream type of thing. She's like, "Ah, fools, listen, remember, someone, mirrors. They call us the mirrors." And she kind of like her eyes roll up into the back of her head, and she kind of like she kind of falls over and starts rolling around and just like babbling until she eventually just stops moving. But as you watch her stop moving, her skin starts to like crack into a spider web. Yeah. So her face, it's kind of like a spider web as cracks appear across her face. And she just stops moving.
Max kind of runs into the center of the area and tries to call out for help. Like calls out for the help of a medic or a healer or somebody that works at the circus.
Okay.
Carnival.
So you kind of like run out into the square here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I will say you guys are
Up.
over here, and as you run, the you quickly realize you've got the attention of a lot of those bunny rabbit looking guys,
Okay.
and
Great.
they converge on you, like 4 or 5 of them put their hand around your mouth, and they drag you into the mirror maze.
How many of them? Can I
Like,
struggle?
You can struggle, but they will have advantage on everything because they're working together.
I'm definitely gonna try to struggle.
Okay. I would say make a. You can either make an athletics check or acrobatics check to try to get out of this.
Okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay.
To try to slip free and kind of like jump over one or whichever way seems to be the easiest to escape.
Okay. 14.
Oh, I have disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man.
So I will see if they. Well, what are their stats? Whatever. I'll roll. Okay. So you kind of you jump out of a couple of their reach, and you, for the moment, you are free from their hands as they look to grab you again. And as that happens, Some bunny rabbits start to converge from over here, and some from over here, and some from in here, and from behind you, Ellie and Phaetris. Second.
Okay.
Some more bunnies show up, but they pay you no heed. They grab Alia's body and they start to take it towards here as two bunnies come over to try to grab you guys.
How many bunnies?
There's a lot. There's
Okay, there's a lot.
there are more coming. There are like 4 around you, Max. There is one going for Ellie, and there's one is going for Phaetris, as 3 of them are like grabbing the body and running into the mirror maze.
Okay.
A lot of people have kind of
I'm
stopped.
I'm going to use motivational speech. Oh damn! It's up to 5 creatures. Oh yeah. Still, I'm going to use motivational speech.
Okay. What does that do? Motivation.
You address allies, staff, or innocent bystanders to exhort and inspire them to greatness, whether they have anything to get excited about or not. Choose up to 5 creatures within range that can hear you, and for the duration, each affected creature gains 5 temporary hit points and has advantage on wisdom saving throws. If an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has an advantage on the next attack. Once an affected creature loses the temporary hit points, the spell ends for that creature. And that's what I've got going for me right now. And I want to inspire the innocent bystanders around me. Theoretically, I would want to inspire the strongest looking innocent bystanders around me to rebel against what I believe is something terrible happening at the carnival. And so in so doing, I basically yell out and go, "Can't you see what's happening here? You are all under threat from these creatures. You need to come to the aid of those around you and help defend us quickly."
Okay. All right. Make a. Well, I think
Do I
that's just a
cast it?
spell.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that's 5 temporary hit points, and then.
Oh god. Okay, I see how that works. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Okay. So along with the people, you make a persuasion check
Persuasion. Okay.
just to see what the
19.
crowd kind of does. Okay. Let's see what the crowd does. Okay. As you finish saying this, the people are the 4 that are around you are still kind of converging onto you. You get free and you just like burst out and say this to the crowd. There's a lot of people around you. As soon as you finish, pure chaos. There are people running for the exits. There are other people attacking the people in bunny suits or bunny masks. The strongest person around you looks to be a blacksmith, a dwarven blacksmith. He runs to your aid. He doesn't have any weapons, but he looks very strong. And then
I hand him the mirror.
Okay.
And say, "Use this."
And then another person shows up, and it happens to be Hope Keller, the mayor of Hill Picket. She is also doesn't look like she's great in the fight, doesn't have any weapons, but she comes to your aid, and it's weird. So there's like older people who have like canes or like a purse. They're like hitting these rabbit people. There's kids who are like kicking them in the shin. There are also a bunch of people who are just running for their lives. There's people screaming. A dog is barking. It's pandemonium. And
Beautiful. I'm gonna try to use the moment to get to regroup with Beatrice and Ellie.
right, and you it's like I said, it's
I can't.
kind of crazy right now. Everyone is fighting. People are running around. You have a moment to get back to your group. But as you do, you see that Alia and the bunnies that were carrying her go into the mirror maze.
I think we're gonna have to follow.
We're
I
gonna-
agree.
think
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
source of
we
the
gotta
problem.
follow.
Yeah.
So you inspire the crowd to attack these people without weapons, and then you're just like, "Oh, see ya."
Beautiful, yes. And then we but better to go into the mirror maze on our own accord than with 5 people grabbing me and pulling me in against my will.
That's true. That's true. And as the chaos kind of reigns, you see that the bunnies that have no chance of getting, I'm going to call them the fools, because that's what
Okay.
they're playing as, the fool, and that's what they were before they attacked you. The fools that are not close to the mirror maze run. Or like run into the, not the crowd, but like they go into the wagons. They find a place to hide so they don't get killed. The ones that are close to the mirror maze are trying to back themselves into the mirror maze.
Interesting.
And it's
Can
not
we do
looking
anything
it's
to
not
stop
looking
them from-
good.
Can we do anything to stop them from going into the mirror maze? Is there anything we have?
I have ensnaring strike, but I think that's only for one
For one, yeah.
specific.
Yeah. I would say make a perception check, all 3 of you.
Okay.
Ow.
Ooh.
Ow.
I got you. Kind of.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. 13, 4, and 15. Okay, everyone but Phaetris sees that these bunnies are quickly being overrun by the crowds. This is all happening like in seconds. You see a group of kids topple one of the bunnies over. You see Burl, the blacksmith that you saw. Well, you didn't talk to him, but you saw him in the tavern. He uppercuts one of the bunnies and just kind of straight knocks him out. And not only that, he knocks the bunny mask off of this person. And what you see is kind of disgusting. It's a very disfigured face. There are cracks all down the face. The nose is not where it should be. The eyes are in different directions. They're in different spots. The mouth is droopy on one side. It's a mess. It's like Quasimodo meets, I don't know, something else. Like the face is just disfigured very badly. But throughout all of this, you hear more laughter, as if the only thing that these bunnies can do is laugh. And it's very ominous as they are getting subdued that they're cackling.
It's really hard to watch.
We've got to
Yeah.
get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rush into the mirror maze?
I think
go.
so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run in, and all the walls start to be mirrors. It's dimly lit in this room. There seems to be lanterns every so often, but it relies on the mirrors to kind of reflect that light throughout the interior. So it starts to get pretty dim pretty quickly, which I don't think Max might have the hardest time seeing sometimes.
Yep.
But it's still enough for you to like kind of see where you're going. As you Yep.
To help out, I'd like to cast a light on maybe like my wand.
Sure.
Very, very Harry Potter-esque, but just so that we have a bit more light so Max can see as well.
Okay. Yeah, you take out your wand and you cast light on the tip of it, and it quickly gets reflected in all of these lights, and it's very bright now. It's brighter now
Oops.
as the light just like bounces off everything. There's mirrors on the ceiling. All of the walls are mirror. It just bounces, and it goes on infinitely. As you run on in, you hear shouts from within. You also hear more giggling, more cackling. The further you go in, these mirrors kind of act like the mirrors in the rat room, but it seems like the further you go in, like the kind of more off-putting it gets. Sometimes you walk by one and you don't have a reflection. Sometimes you walk by one and your face has no features. Sometimes you walk by one and like your whole body is like on fire. It's very ominous, and it's happening to all three of you. Sometimes you'll walk by one and your eyes are glowing red.
Ooh.
Sometimes, yeah, it's ominous, but then every so often it acts like funhouse mirrors too, where just like your proportions are crazy, and sometimes they're actually comical. It's the dichotomy of the situation is kind of weird like that. As you go further and further, you realize that this room is much larger than it looked like on the outside, and it looks pretty large on the outside. You keep going and you keep turning, and sometimes you think the path ahead of you is the right way, and it turns out that's a mirror, and you walk right into a mirror. Sometimes basically everything is playing tricks on your mind, and you get further and further in. You begin to realize you don't know how to get back out. There are different turns. It's a maze of mirrors.
Can we break the mirrors?
Sure. Yeah. Easy. You take an action. You either shoot it with a bow, or you take a rock or something, and you shatter. You shatter one of the mirrors. Easy.
Is there
Okay.
anything behind that? Can we take the mirror apart or see if there's a way to get through beyond one of these mirrors, behind one of these mirrors?
It's a double-sided mirror, so you kind of you can walk through. There's a window pane around it, and then when you shatter it, it kind of opens up a little doorway, kind of, that you can walk through, but then you're just in another hallway sort of thing.
Got it. Okay.
Are there more mirrors?
Yep.
Still?
Okay.
Yep. Every wall is a mirror.
So this is where my understanding of best practice in D&D stops. So I have a question.
Yeah.
I know IRL a method of completing mirror mazes, but I don't know if my character in the game would know of this method to complete mirror mazes, because I probably have never been in a mirror maze in my entire life. So I imagine I shouldn't be using IRL logic to get us out of this situation.
I mean, you can. You are a traveling bard who has heard stories, just like you are a person who has heard things and looked up things.
Okay.
So very easily.
So I would I kind of stop and think like I heard this story once of a man who was stuck in a maze not unsimilar to this, and the way that he eventually found his way out was if he just kept his hand on the right side of him touching the wall the entire time,
he'd be able to eventually find his way to wherever it was he wanted to go, or at the very least to the exit. Give that a try.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you lead forth, and you keep going, and you still hear giggling and cackling, and you keep going, and you keep going, and finally, you kind of open up into a bigger room that's not just corridors and hallways. Well, those are the same things. I don't know why I said that. Corners and corridors. So you open up into this big room, and I will bring you over to that room on roll 20.
Ooh. Technology.
Yeah. So you start. You see this big room, and so you kind of walk in, and as you walk in, since you're probably leading, well, that's probably how it will go. You walk into this open room, and there are a number of villagers who are chained up to the floor. In the middle of this room, there's a symbol painted onto the floor of a black six-fingered hand surrounded by arcane runes. And you see in front of you what seems to be Dr. Jubal, also tied up. And to your left, you see Elli.
Is she
What-
also tied up?
Yep, everyone seems to be tied up in this room.
What are the runes? Active, glowing, doing anything specific?
Make a Arcana check, and I think
Could
Elli
I
Yes,
would
Yes.
also be. Yeah, so both of you can make that.
They look like runes. 8 and 18.
Okay. Sure. You see that these runes, they're not like active or like pulsating or glowing or anything like that. But you see that these runes are involved in rituals that create copies of the victims at the expense of their soul.
Oh.
Mm.
I relay that info.
Can we
Sounds-
disrupt those runes possibly? Do we know? Ignoring Alia and Dr. Jubal, because frankly I don't care about either of them right now. I'm very concerned about whatever is going on the ground that might be causing future incidents. Are they like? How are they made on the floor? Are they in blood? Are they using items? Are they
It looks to be paint,
carved?
just like black paint. The same with the hand.
Does everyone look like they've already, like their souls, like they've already, like gone through whatever transformation it is, or does someone look like they're still there?
You kind of look. They are all like downtrodden. They're on their knees, and they seem very worn out. Some of them seem to have been here longer than the other ones, and they are they seem to be kind of going mad, like giggling and laughing. They seem very thin, very pale.
How
And,
are they like attached to the ground? Are they like, are we able to like possibly get them free, or are they tied to the runes that we can't get them free until the whatever?
they
next?
are chained basically, so they have manacles and chains, and they're just kind of chained to the floor. So you could try to like break them, or if you have thieves tools, you might be able to try to like pick the locks. But some of the people who have been here the longest also are starting to show facial disfigurement, kind of like the rabbits.
Ellie, do you have something to get these runes off the floor? It's made with some kind of paint on the ground.
No.
Ellie is shaking her head
No, I
at
don't
me.
think so.
Shoot.
I'd like to go up to maybe, oh gosh, Alia, because she's probably the one we saw most recently pull in here, and see if she's saying anything, if I can see anything on her person that like shows like what might have happened.
Sure. You walk up to Alia, and she kind of goes, get us out of here. What are you waiting for?
How do we get you out? How do you
Oh.
have a key?
No, why would I have
Or
the
some
key?
magic.
That seems counterintuitive.
Well, that's all we got.
Can you break these? And she lifts up the manacles. And now that Alia has kind of talking, Dr. Jubal kind of raises his head and he looks at you guys, and is like, who are you? No, never mind that. Get us out of here before the demon comes back.
Who are you?
I am Dr. Jubal, and this is my... Get us out of here!
You're gonna have to give me something more than that. How are we going to be able to do that? Does somebody have the key to your manacles? Who locked you up here?
The demon. But can you break these?
I'm
You have
sorry, the what?
What did I say? The demon. The demon. Just break the manacles.
I mean, Ellie's just gonna grab her quarterstaff and try to jam it in one of
Ellie,
the
you're a
manacles.
wizard. You have no spells for this kind of situation.
Well, I have spells. I don't want to.
Use your spell slots.
Okay, fine. I can cast Ray of Frost on the base of one of these manacles because I don't want to hurt the people.
Okay. So
On
no,
whose?
all of these people, they're just like chained up to the floor. It's not like they're chained up to a rune or anything like that. They're literally just chained up.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So can you use your freezing spell, and then I can use my short sword to try and break someone free?
Yeah.
Like
You
try
guys-
and
you
like
can try
break
that.
Worth a
So-
shot.
We should
Sure.
probably choose smartly who we let go, Dr. Jubal or Alia.
Or the other people.
We could do-
Or who are the other people in the room?
You don't recognize any of them.
Okay.
They seem to just be I don't know. This one is a group of like kids, teens. This seems to be like, I don't know, some sort of merchant type, and then the rest of them seem to be just like middle 20s, like the helpers around the house, shopkeepers, things like that.
Okay, let's start with Alias, and I'll cast Ray of Frost on the chains.
Okay.
Luckily, that's a cantrip. That means he's using
Hey.
it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure.
Incredible.
So then click the damage for that because that hits. It just hits.
I-
Thing on the right. Yep. Other one. Yep. Nice.
Okay. Oh, 10 points. That is just enough as it like freezes and then it shatters. And the chain is free. She's still in manacles, but like she's able to stand up now. And she looks at you. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
My pleasure. I think.
Did they do anything to you while you were in here? We saw you fall down on the ground and something happened to you, but you seem to be. I guess does she seem to be fine?
What are you talking about? I've been here for hours,
Oh.
it seems. I've been
So
here
it's
for a
probably one
while.
of Her copies.
Yeah, her copies are
Mhm.
outside.
Yeah.
My what? Copy?
Oh,
What are
we
you
don't
talking
quite
about?
know, but we think there's another version of you running about outside.
Or dead outside.
Or yeah, I wasn't gonna say that. You know, That's a little
That's
disturbing.
disconcerting.
Um,
As you free Alia to your right side, so over here, one of these two, you hear clapping.
Turn around.
The,
Or
vil-
the clap.
the villager keeps clapping, starts laughing. The villager stands
Mm.
as her clapping continues. Without warning, her features melt away and become indistinct, like they were made of silver putty. And I will 1 second. And it returns to this person, which I don't know if I have. I do indeed. That is what shows up.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, creepy. Also, just for you to be aware, this is what Dr. Jubal looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice bow tie. Nice hat.
Okay, so that person turns and she bows to you mockingly and says, "Is everything you can't understand always a demon among you yokels? Nevertheless, you've caught me. Oh, what am I to do?" And she like puts her hands up as if like, "Oh, you caught me, manacle me and take me away."
Uh-huh.
And then she grins and kind of drops her hands, changing shape into Alia. Then she changes her shape into you, and she laughs your laugh.
Yo, Jubals, what's going on here, man?
Oh shit, what is his voice? It's her! It's the demon! Kill her!
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
I don't know! She has me imprisoned. Kill her and let me free. And then the person next to you says, "My name is Tack. And I admit, the rumors about the sickness were inconvenient because it brought snooping kids into my carnival." Snooping kids. It's Scooby-Doo!
Is that Scooby-Doo?
But it's the price you pay for the master's gifts. Soon, he will know his blessing. She pulls out a set of pipes, and she plays a tune.
Oh God.
And as she does, 1 second. So rats start. You hear rats, and they are running from all over, in between the mirrors, underneath them, around them, and they show up right here as a swarm of them. It kind of looks like the dancing rats, but they.
As she's doing that, can I use a reaction?
What would you like to do?
I would like to use cutting words and insult her pipe playing in an attempt to sort of throw her off her game here when it comes to summoning rats.
Sure.
And I would say something along the lines of man, I should come up with some good musical disses, but I was not prepared for these. Something along the lines of that is the worst. You call that playing a pipe? Please. That more like.
Oh yeah.
I got nothing.
I liked it.
I'm not good at disses and insults. It's not who I am at my core.
But what about Max in the game? He is. So this was what, vicious mockery? Wait, what did you say? It was?
No. Cutting words. It's a reaction that is based off of my bardic inspiration. I can expend one use of bardic inspiration, roll a die, and subtract that number from that creature's roll.
Okay.
I don't know if she had to roll in order to play the flute, but she did.
She did not, but it can go against the next attack that the rats do.
Okay.
They look
Okay.
threatening. And so we will start
Mighty and Chad's got one. Don't modulate the key, then not debate with me. I like
oh
that. Like,
my goodness. I love it.
Very, very good Hamilton reference there.
I love it. Okay, 1 second. I will start this
Atomic
encounter.
Bomb is also good. I've had farts that sounded nicer than that.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
Okay, so we are gonna roll some initiative now.
cool.
Okay, none of those. Undo. Why are you like this thing? 1 second. I might need to auto roll initiative. There we go. Oh, good. The swarm of rats sucked, but that's fine. So just go to your player sheet and click initiative. It should be in the top middle ish, like right next to your armor class.
Yes.
Oh. Oh shit!
Dang.
Dang it! I rolled it twice.
That's fine. Max rolled a 13, and then I'm assuming, yeah, okay.
You got it.
Yeah, Ellie got a 17. Patris got a 19, and Max got a 13, which is still pretty good. Ending. So, Phaetris, you get to go first. You see that this doppelganger, which is what they're called, has brought in rats. So there's a swarm of rats semi-close to you, right here, and then one over here, and then the doppelganger is right here.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Can I use ensnaring strike on her? Whatever the
Sure.
doppelganger is?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Oh.
DC 14. Okay. Let me roll for that quick. Strength. I rolled a 3, so I am ensnared, and I think I take that damage too. Right?
I'm reading it. Sorry.
I think I do.
Yeah, while restrained by this spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each turn.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's fine. I will take it initially too, just because it's fine. And I am restrained, so I will have to make I will have to try to get rid of that. Okay. Then, did you want to move to a different location? Did you want to? I think that's all you can do is move. You might have a bonus action. Sorry, you don't know what bonus actions are. Ensnaring strike is a bonus action, so you have an action you can do. So you can attack with your longbow if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, the same person.
Yeah.
Okay. $12 misses, I think. Yes, 12 misses.
Okay.
But you get to attack twice because you are a hunter. That one definitely hits. Roll your attack or your damage for that. 5 points of piercing damage. Okay, let me put that over here. 5 damage. Okay. Did you want to move at all?
No, I want to stay behind everybody, like my team, just to kind of watch their backs.
Okay. Ellie, it is up to you. What do you want to do?
So the doppelganger is ensnared, correct?
Correct.
So I'm gonna do magic missile towards the rats that are behind me and Phaedrus.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll just throw all 3 shots into them.
Okay. Cool. They
Yeah.
they automatically hit. Roll for damage on that. And this will be B. A is over by her.
Do I need to do that multiple times or just the once?
You can if you want, or I can just times that by 3. It's up to you. So it'll either be 9 or you can roll again.
I think it's fine. We can do 9. It's fine.
That's fine. Okay, so
Wait, isn't it more though? Because
or
I
did
don't
you
know if my
cast it
card
at a higher level?
No, it says 1d4 plus 1. Oh no,
That's
it
what
calculates
happened.
for on.
The 3 is
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
the
The
result.
three
of
3 is
1d4.
one of them, yeah. You rolled a 2
Nine-
plus the 1,
yeah.
and then that's 3 times. So
Yeah, that's fine.
okay, so you take out your wand and you cast magic missile as 3 darts of arcane power fly out around Phaedrus and thud, right into the pile of rats. And did you want to move at all?
I will also stay here.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
How? What are the? Sorry. The. I see 2 different like grids on
Yeah,
the board. Which one is like? Which shows how far things are away?
Sorry, here
Every square, every of the big black squares have 4 little squares in them. So
yeah,
Gotcha.
so that is the lines. Here, I'll change the color of them even, so you can see them a little better.
yeah, that's good.
Okay, yeah, that helps. Yeah, I'll stay here for now.
Good. Is that better?
Yeah, that helps.
Okay. All right. So now it is Tack's turn, and she does not like this attack that's on her, the ensnaring strike. She takes 1d6 of damage, right? Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So she takes 4 points of damage from that. She is not liking that. And she can what? If the target succeeds while restrained, creature restrained in the vines, strength check against your spell save. On a success, the target is freed. Okay, so I'm going to roll a strength check for her again. Strength is not her strong suit. She rolled a 13, but I think your spell DC is 14, so she fails. So she stays right there. And she can't do anything else because that was her action to try to break free. So Max, it's up to you now. What do you do?
I am going to once again cast my last 3rd level spell slot of motivational speech, if I'm allowed to.
I think all of that is still going from the last one.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Then never mind. I'm not gonna do that. We are going to use let's use dissonant whispers on on Phaedrus. I'm gonna do the 2nd level cast of this so that it doesn't use my 3rd.
You mean on Tack?
Sorry. On attack. Yeah.
I'm like,
No friendly fire here. No friendly fire.
Okay.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, within 60 feet,
Wisdom
racking
save.
it with terrible pain. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if possible, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. Oh, I should have saved this. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground or like a fire or a pit. So
Okay.
she can't move at all.
Yeah. So she can't move, but it does affect her. So she takes 3d6 psychic damage.
3d. Why does my effect say 4d6 when I scroll over it in the 2nd level spell?
Oh, did you?
Oh! I know.
Okay,
Sorry,
you
I understand.
cast it at
It's
second fire.
every level, above, you get 1 extra die. Cool. Okay, that's
Yep.
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do the second level, so 4d6 damage for 14 damage.
Okay. 14 points of damage to Tack. She is not happy with what you guys are doing right now. And she is also bloodied. You can see some like dark black ichor starting to kind of like just fall out of her. And it's kind of disconcerting to look at.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
But at that moment, you see some of these goons run on in.
Oh, goons.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Some of the bunny rabbit guys, and they run in, and Attack says to them, "2 of you stay here, protect me. The other 2 fight the rest." And so, here, 1 second. I'm going to add colors to these, and then that's their turn. Is just being able to get in here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna the 2 red ones I'll go together, and the two blue ones will go together. But okay, that's their turn. So let's get past them.
Are the rats behind us? Are they dead because she used her spell, or are they?
They
still...
are hurt, but they are not dead.
Okay.
And so they're actually going to go now, and this one's actually going to run up to you, Phaetris, and try to make an attack. They are going to use bite against you. Rolled a 13 plus 2. So what's your AC is right in the middle with like the shield icon, so 14. Oh, I forgot to mention, each of you has 1 healing potion and you have 1 inspiration. So you can use that inspiration to have advantage on any roll you want. And I should have told you at the beginning and I completely forgot.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay.
So if you fail something, you can just be like, I use inspiration to have advantage.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so the rats do in fact hit you, and they hit you for 7 points of damage. So you can either track this in D&D Beyond, or I can do it for you. Basically, you click on the current, and it'll, or your HP in the top right, and it will open up like a panel for you to do it.
Yeah.
You just put in 7 damage, and it should take care of it.
Oh, I can hit damage. Is that right?
Yep.
No.
So you can put 7 and then hit the damage button, and it will decrement it for you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Cool. And that's those rats' turn. The other rats, they have a movement speed of 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20. They get up to max, and they try to bite you as well. Rolled a 13 again. So 13 plus 2 is 15, and I think that hits you. Yes, it does. All right. And the damage was 9. 9 points of damage.
Ow.
That's a big
Okay.
hit.
That is a big hit.
But those are the swarm of rats' turns. And now we're back up to Phaetris.
Okay. If I cast the good berry to get the berry things, can I also like still attack, or does that take up my whole turn?
That would be one of those things that you do like daily. So I would say you already have that, and you probably could have actually dispersed them if you had wanted to. So
Okay.
So each of the other 2, had 2 of them, right? Is that what we talked about? I can't remember. You have 10 of them, right?
Yeah, I have 10.
Okay, so Max and Ellie, you each have 3 good berries,
Three what?
which are give you 1 HP, and
Okay.
you can eat them as a bonus action. You can also take your potion as a bonus action. Phaetris, you have 4 of those good berries.
Okay.
So if you need like a little bit of HP, you can eat those.
Okay. I guess I will.
Actually, since we're over on time, I'm going to remove these two just to make the fight a little faster. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on the first bunny. That's like right there.
Okay. This one?
Like right in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you just do that, right?
What does Hunter's Mark do?
She marks it, and whenever she does damage to it, she gets extra damage.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I deal 1 extra like d6 damage.
Okay. So you want to attack that person now, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your attack. Hunter's Mark.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn. Okay, so
Yeah.
the 10 miss. Wait. The 10 just misses
Okay.
the bunny. But you have 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Hunter's Mark. Oh, I make a advantage. Okay, got it. Yeah, 16 definitely hits. Roll your damage on that. 7 plus the 4 that you hit. One second. I'm removing some characters quick. Okay. So 7, 13, or sorry, 10, 11. Got it. 11 points of damage. Cool. Yeah, that hits. That hurts. Kind of thuds like right into his chest, and he kind of wheezes a little bit, but then continues laughing, which is kind of ominous.
Okay.
Did you want to move at all? If you walked away from these rats, they would attack you.
Okay.
They would get a free hit on you.
I'll just stay then.
Okay. Ellie.
Okay. I think I'm going to do just another magic missile into the ones by closest to me. Do I have to move to not hit Phaetrus though?
Nope. Not with magic missile.
Okay. So yeah, I'll attack the rats that are closest to us.
Okay. Roll your damage. They automatically hit, which is the good thing about magic missile.
That's nice. Oh. I'll actually do that at a second level.
Okay.
Damage.
So that's 4. 4
Oh.
That's new.
4 arrows, I think.
Yes, but it rolled incorrect. It rolled in
Click the
D&D
B.
Beyond.
Click the B, I think. Hold on. That's weird.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, nice. Max damage. So 20 points of damage. And all right. So you shoot these missiles again, and they as you shoot, they dance around Phaetrus. Like you see your hair move, Phaetrus, as these go like right in front of your face. And they all go around you, and they impact the swarm of rats, and it actually kind of like a mini explosion, and the few rats that are left scatter in different directions. You have killed this swarm of rats.
Good job.
Nice. Good hit.
Okay. Did you want to move at all?
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm in range of everything I want to be in range of.
Okay. So we're back to Tack, and she is mad about it, so she's going to make another strength check and fails again. But
Yes.
because
Nice.
of that, she is going to. Where are my notes? Where are my notes? She is going to. She is going to create an illusory duplicate of herself.
Mm,
Can I cast counterspell on that so she doesn't?
is it a
Um,
reaction? Yeah. What
Yeah, it's a
reaction?
reaction.
let's see if that is. It is not a spell. Well,
Okay.
this one is not a spell, so you can't.
Okay.
It is a layer action, so it's the room itself is allowing her to do this.
Interesting.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But that was a great idea, and I'm glad you thought of that. Okay, the next one now is Max the Catfish.
Interesting. I have an idea. I just want to make sure that I can actually.
I believe in you.
What is a ritual spell compared to a spell? That means I don't have to concentrate on it, right?
Ritual spell is basically you can, when you're outside of battle, you can do it for free without using a spell slot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can still cast it normally, I think.
Is there
Yes.
anywhere where the spell tells me I have to be concentrated on casting the spell while
Yeah,
it's
it would have a C next to it. So like Silent
to
Image
components?
and Tasha City's Laughter.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. And what do you want your
Um,
unseen servant to do?
And I want my Unseen Servant to pick up one of the dead rats and hover it. Okay. Oh, hold on. Can I do that? I want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And hover it over the duplicate that was just formed. Actually,
Okay.
better, hover it over the real version of Tak.
Okay. The nature of the major
If that's
image
possible.
is that you don't actually, or sorry, mirror image is that you don't know exactly which
Got it.
one it is.
Okay, interesting. I got it. Yep.
So it's like they split in the
Yes,
same
into two,
cell. Yeah.
and you don't know if one's real or not. Got it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that one new one just randomly appeared.
Correct. It's
Okay.
they kind of go like, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but they kind of go like this and meld into two people.
Yes. No, I understand that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think then. My where is it? What's
Good
the
idea, though.
unseen servant? Visible mindless medium
You-
force, prefer simple tasks, springs into existence in an unoccupied space on the ground within range.
Yeah, and we can retcon. You don't have to cast that. That's what you wanted to do, and you were
Yeah,
asking.
sure.
You have weapons. You have
The
fighting
servant
spells.
is invisible and takes up no space, right?
Correct.
It could be inside of people.
I don't know if it can be inside of people, but it can be like really close to them.
Okay. I want to do the same thing, but I want the unseen servant to somehow be marking both of them with an object that we can see.
Okay, so like behind them, just like holding something up.
Behind them, holding something above their heads.
Okay, sure. And you're basically just trying to figure out which one is which.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then in the future, I can use a bonus action to command the servant to drop one of the objects. And then we know exactly which one is the correct one that we should be focused on.
Okay. But also, you can... I don't know if you'd know that. You would probably know this. Mirror image. Basically, you attack, and the creature rolls. And if it meets a certain criteria, it hits either the creature or its duplicate. If you hit the duplicate, it immediately vanishes.
Ah, I see.
Yep.
Let me think. Is it the act of attacking that causes it to vanish, or if theoretically a character decided to pass through or tackle the image, would it also vanish?
that it would turn into an attack at that point, because so like if you would walk over and try to like touch one, you would basically be making kind of an attack. It would be weird.
Got it.
But yeah.
Okay, I understand. Okay. In that case, then, yeah, because my unseen servant can't attack. I thought I had another ability that allowed me to create a character that could attack, but I don't think I do.
I'm not sure you do. I can't remember though, because I don't play bards. So Tasha City's laughter kind of knocks them to the ground, but they're already restrained. Dissonant whispers is an attack. Gift of gab is like a talking one. Healing word is zone of truth is another role play one. Motivational speed. So you don't really have like a lot of like higher level like attack spells.
Yeah, I've been kind of lacking of that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Tasha's hideous laughter.
You also
On-
have vicious mockery, which does
That was
damage.
that's the cantrip that I've got, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try Tasha's hideous laughter, but on the bodyguard that Aristocats has marked.
Okay, sure. I think. Do I have to save against that? I think
yes,
so.
There's a wisdom
15
saving throw,
wisdom.
I think, right?
Got it. Okay. The one that Ariska attacked
You got that mirror at the beginning. And I'm wondering
rolled a
if you-
5, so
Yeah.
it fails. So it
Okay.
it was already laughing. Now it's laughing more hysterically, and it's more ominous.
To the point where it falls down and can't stand up, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There we go. So that one is down, and it's Hunter's marked, and the Hunter mark only affects Phaedrus. But now, if it's down.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Is did you want to
And
move?
I totally just realized that I've got rats next to me, so I will
Yep.
not move.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really do anything more to them, so we're gonna go to
Can I
the.
use healing word on myself? A
You
creature of
can.
your choice.
Yes. Then
Within
that is a
range.
bonus action, but you used. So the rules are if you use a normal spell, like first, second, third level. If it so like in this scenario, you can use healing word as a bonus action, but then you would have to use a cantrip. And since you use Tasha City's
Got it.
laughter,
Okay,
it is
okay.
an
So it's
action.
either cantrip and bonus action or action.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Then I end my turn. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So now it is
Free to ask
the thug's turn, and seeing that you guys are getting spells off over here for free, this one is going to try to run. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. It's going to go past you, Max. You can make an
Okay.
attack of opportunity with a melee weapon.
I would love to. I'll do
Okay.
so with my. Does it matter which weapon I use if the attack damage of both weapons is the same?
Yes, but dagger is a 1d4 and your rapier is a 1d8.
I'll roll the rapier then.
Okay.
Which of these buttons do I? Is it under actions? Oh yeah, rapier.
Yeah, so you
1d8.
you hit the +5 one first, and then if it hits
Got it. Sorry.
okay,
Way out
11.
of order.
Yep, 11 does not hit.
Okay.
Wait, no, 11 does hit, sorry. And so 9 points of damage to that guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Twing.
9. Yeah, it runs by, and you slash it in the back as it does, and it kind of goes, ugh, but then it giggles again. It's really freaky. They take damage and they laugh.
I'm not liking this giggling.
Now,
Yeah. But seeing that seeing that Elli is kind of doing a lot of work, this thug is going to attack Elli with he's going to use a multi-attack with his mace. So he's going to try to hit both of you. So this one is going to go against Elli.
I'd like to cast my shield in reaction.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. You also have your portent dice.
Oh
You
yeah.
can make him miss if you want, because
I'll use my shield for
even with
myself.
your shield, unless you cast mage armor, which you could have if you have that. You might
That's
not
an
have that.
action. It's not a reaction.
Yeah, but so like you guys were going into like detective mode. It's very easy that you could have cast that.
Oh, I see.
But even 13 plus dexterity. So yeah, if you had your mage armor, which I can say you did, you could cast shield and negate this attack.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So mark your spell for your
Yeah,
shield.
I've been marking them locally. Should I do that in Beyond?
Nope,
So
nope,
that you
it's
see
fine.
them?
It's fine. I trust you guys. Okay. And then he then takes an attack on Phaetrus after he misses against you.
Which I'd like to use my portent for, so.
Okay. I think that actually misses her.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. It actually hits. Okay, so you use your portent. Probably
would
the
be
4.
Yes.
Okay. So instead of hitting, the fates decide that he rolls a 4 and misses both of you. And so the scene is he runs up, Max cuts him in the back as he giggles his way as he keeps running, and then he takes his mace and he brings it down to try to hit Ellie on the top of the head, and she quickly casts a shield to block it. And then because of that, he's already going in the direction to hit Phaetrus, and he comes down again, and the fates, you have seen this moment in your eyes, and you see that he's going to miss, and true to your vision, Phaetrus steps back just a little bit as it comes down and hits the ground and leaves a dent in the ground.
That's a cool mechanic.
Yeah.
And then that is it for that thug. This thug is laughing. I don't think he can do anything. Can he try to save out of?
Dragon picks up on stream.
I don't remember. Sorry, I'm looking at a spell. Tasha City's Laughter. Is that every round at the end of each of its turns? So he can't do anything, but he is going to try to save against that. So wisdom save, I think. Rolled a 1. So he is still down, laughing away.
Beautiful.
The Swarm of Rats B is dead. The Swarm of Rats A is going to make an attack onto Max.
Ugh.
Yep, it's going to try to bite. It rolls an 11 plus 2, 13. I think that misses. No, that
Armor
hits.
is hits. Yep.
Yeah. So you take 8 points of bite damage,
Okay.
which is piercing.
Ow.
Okay. And that is it for the pack of rats.
Hang on. Wait a
Okay.
second. Oh no. I'm curious about stuff like cutting words.
Yeah,
Are the
it will work.
rats-
It'll work for this.
Okay, the rats can be charmed by my cutting words,
Yes.
so I theoretically could.
Oh, wait.
An attack roll, ability
Condition-
check, or
Condition
go for it.
immunities. This one actually does have charmed as an immunity.
okay. All right.
So no, sorry.
That's okay.
For everyone else except for the rats. Okay.
I prefer the title catfish over rat speaker, so I'm okay with that.
It's true. It's true. Okay. So that's turn. Phaetrus, we're back to you. There's now a bunny man in front of you and a swarm of rats next to him.
Okay. Can I use Ensnaring Strike again?
I think Ensnaring Strike is a concentration, and you can only concentrate on one at a time.
Okay.
That
Okay, so
is
then
true.
I guess I'll just attack. And
Okay. Are you gonna? If you use your bow against the person right in front of you, you will have disadvantage, but you can quickly change to your short swords.
Yeah, I'll use my swords.
Okay. Make your attack. 16 hits for 6 piercing damage. Okay. That one's A, right? I think so. Okay, and you have another attack because you're an awesome ranger.
I guess I'll do the same thing. I'll just hit him twice.
Okay. Definitely hits. 4 more damage. You can, since you didn't use your bonus action this turn, you can also use that to make a third attack. You just don't get the +3 for damage if you hit. It's called an offhand attack.
Can I act? No, never mind, because that's concentration. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, so I just do that, or do I do the other?
No, that was a longbow. Hit the short sword
Oh
again.
fuck, shit! I'm hitting the wrong one.
13 definitely hits again. Roll for
Okay.
damage. 6 more points of damage. Wow,
Nice.
that's a good round. That thug is not looking good. He's still giggling and cackling, but it's more of a like, oh, I might die here. And like, it seems like it's a mindless fool, but it's like there's still some sort of like natural tendency to, I'm about to die, I need to get out of here. That's what you gather anyway. Now it is to Elli. You also have that bunny right in front of you. So any ranged attack against it would have disadvantage because it's right in your face.
Got it.
But you also have your inspiration, which would negate that. You would just have a straight roll.
Oh, right.
Also, sorry for running late again.
No, it's fine.
Ellie is weighing her options.
Literally in the air. I'm picking up cards. Like this. Oh, how hurt does this guy look?
He looks very
He
hurt.
laughed.
You
I'll
could. You do have a bonus action Misty Step, which you could teleport to an area that no one is right by you, and you can attack from there.
Oh.
But if you did that, you would have to use a cantrip.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Although-
Where would you like to Misty Step? You can just with your mouse, you can just click and hold, and it'll ping where you want. Or you can describe it.
Yeah,
Excuse
do
me.
I want to step back?
I don't think you'll be able to see them.
Or if you magic missile, it does not care about advantage or disadvantage. It would hit anyway.
Oh, actually, could I do two magic missiles into the guy closest to us and one into the rat?
Yep.
And hope for the best.
Yep, you can do that.
I will do that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. 4. So, yeah. 2 of the magic missiles hit this bunny man, and he goes down as well. The magic
Yep.
missiles are on point. And the last swarm takes 4 more damage. So that swarm, that's the first time that's been hit. But this character is gone now, and the swarm is gone. So now you have the swarm, Tack, who is currently ensnared, and this bunny who is on its hands and knees laughing uncontrollably, even more maniacally than before. I think that's everything you can do. So,
Yep.
all right, we're gonna go to Tack, and Tack is going to kind of be angry that you guys are doing so well against it that it is going to reach out to this mirror, and I should have remembered that it can do this. It is going to magically teleport,
Oh.
and I think that automatically breaks the ensnaring strike.
Ooh.
And so it's going to teleport with its duplicate, and it's going to show up right here.
Oh, that's not cool.
And it's going to take an attack with advantage against Ellie.
Can I say no? And
Yeah.
use my portent.
Okay, you use Portent as it attacks you with its bite. Wait, that is the swarm. That is not the attack. Attack has a slam attack, which it can do twice. But, ooh, it actually does it twice. So for the first one, you can do that. Or you can wait to see if one of them hits you.
I
I will just roll what it was doing. And
yeah, sure.
you can decide.
How many hit points do you
32.
have? 2.
I don't think she's been hit.
No.
So the first one would hit, the second one would not hit.
Then I'll leave it and keep it for if somebody's in trouble.
Oh, okay, nice. So mark off 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the doppelganger shows up and attacks you out of the mirror.
Click damage.
Okay, and now Max, it's up to you. You have rats right
Okay.
next to you. You have
You said cantrips and bonus actions can be used in conjunction with one another, right?
yes.
That's how it works.
So you have two options if you want to heal a little bit. You can bonus action take your healing potion,
Huh?
or you can bonus action do a healing word,
Yep.
and then
I'm
if you
gonna
use
do something
healing
a little
word,
different. Yeah.
you can still use minor illusion, prestidigitation, or vicious mockery.
Okay. I'm gonna start with vicious mockery against the rats that are in front of me.
Okay. And that
They
is
have a wisdom saving throw of 15.
wisdom. Okay.
How smart are these rats? How
Oh.
wise are these rats?
Intelligence is much worse,
That's
but
yeah.
wisdom is an 11, which is not good enough.
Beautiful.
7 points
7
of
damage.
mocking damage. Okay, and now would you like to do?
And then to follow that up, I want to use, because she's being surrounded by enemies, I want to use Bardic Inspiration on Elli, and give her an inspiration die, which is 1d8. For 10 minutes, she can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
It can be added after seeing the roll, your first roll. So you can, if you don't think it's gonna be enough, you can add it, but you have to add it before you know whether an attack kills somebody.
Yeah, we'll play that one the same way. Is that you can do it afterwards, just because it's hard to do that on here. So
Yeah.
you can see the roll, and if it's not good enough, you can add it. It'll be fine.
Right.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right.
Oh,
Sounds good.
and it's worth noting that Vicious Mockery did the thing to the rats. I think it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes
Okay.
before the end of its turn.
Okay, that attack will probably be against you. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So Thug B is dead. Thug A is going to try to make a wisdom saving throw, I think. Right? Yeah. Roll well. Ooh, I don't think that's good enough. No, yours is a 15. So it is still uncontrollably laughing on the ground. Right there. And then we go the swarm of rats who are right next to you. You mock them. Their pride is injured. So they are going to reach out and bite you with disadvantage. Okay, so damn. So wow, that was weird. So 7. The first one was 14, the second one was 7, and
Beautiful.
I don't think either of those would have hit. Oh, 14.
The
would've.
14 would have. Yep.
But the rats are just kind of sad about it now. But they're actually going to move. No, they're gonna stay there. Yeah, they're gonna stay there. Phaetris, you saw the doppelganger touch the mirror next to her, and she teleported behind your wizard friend. And you know that wizards don't like melee much. You currently have your swords out, and you saw that Max was viciously mocking some rats in front of him. So that is the current situation.
So can I move like next to Ellie?
Yep. So like right here.
Yeah,
Yep. You can move that, or I can. There you go.
I think I did it.
Yep.
And then since they're not ensnared anymore, can I use that on one of them?
You could do that, or you can. So you don't know which one is the real one. So if you target one, and it's the wrong one, it will hit and destroy the mirror image, but it won't ensnare the person unless it hits the actual person. So it's a gamble.
We'll gamble. We'll do
Alright.
it. It's 50-50. Either if it doesn't work, then we know there's a fake one
Win-win.
and it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, so you, yeah. You still have to hit the armor class of the character, but yes. Let me pull up mirror image because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So I think you have to hit, right? Let me read your stuff. Ensnaring strike. Bonus action. Oh. Okay, so you would just hit. You would hit the creature anyway. You would just make a normal attack, and after that you can say this is an ensnaring one.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the requirement of the spell is you hit them with an attack. So we did that wrong the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just roll for either a sword attack or not.
Okay.
So this way you could actually decide. Okay, 20 would definitely hit. I'm gonna roll just a d20. All right, you hit the real person again.
Nice. Okay.
And so that's 4 piercing damage. Attack is not looking good. Still bloodied. And I'm going to put the ensnaring strike. I'm assuming you still want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yep, 2 extra points of damage. Still not happy about it. And Tack looks down. It's kind of weird because the you know which one is real in this moment, but then both of them kind of meld together again, and so now you don't know which one is which. Just the nature of the magic. So now they both look like they're ensnared, and both of them kind of look at you, or like right before that happened, the melding, Tack will look at you and be like, "Really? Come on." And so that is your turn, I think. So Ellie, you again are face to face with an enemy. What do you do?
Lovely. So it seems like magic missile is quite magic, and it works
Yep.
really well.
Uh-huh.
So since I've burned off my first level spell slots, I'm just
Nice.
gonna go full on and do magic missile at level 3, one to each of the doppelgangers and one towards the bunny. Or actually, the rats are a bigger danger. The rats are still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll do rats and one to each of the doppelgangers.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure. Yep. Roll your damage. You are going to destroy one of the duplicates.
Not as good.
It doesn't do a great amount of damage, but it destroys a duplicate, which I will say is this one. And takes 2 more points, which is whittling down the damage. And the swarm of rats also takes 2. So the swarm of rats is now looking bloodied. There's kind of like a bloody pool underneath the rats. They're still swarming around, but they're hurt. Okay, is that it for you, or did you want to? If you move,
That's
you
it.
would get a hit. So.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Well, Tack is not happy, and because of this, yeah. Crap, I can't use that because I just used it last time. So Tack is going to instead use a layer action to take the form of Phaetrus.
Oh.
So it looks like you, Phaetrus, right now. And then it's going to attack you. Actually, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. So to the upper left, there's a box that says saving throws. Click the one that says wisdom, or WIS.
Oh, okay.
Yep. 8. Okay. So your next attack. No. Your next attack has disadvantage. And now you need to make a deception check. Which is kind of weird. But basically, Tack is going to try to demoralize you.
Mm-hmm.
By wait, where's my deception? What? Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. I was like, yeah. Okay. Natural 20 on the deception check for Tack. So you have disadvantage on yeah,
Can
you
I
can
use my portent on that one and change that to a 2?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You use your last portent dice to make Tack fail the deception check. So Phaetrus, you still have disadvantage on your next attack against Tack. If you attack Tack, it is at disadvantage. But now Tack does not have advantage against you, and you don't take extra damage from the attack if it hits. She tried to demoralize you by saying clearly she was the inferior version of you, and that she's better looking and she could live your life so much better than you. But she failed.
I think that the failure is me and Ellie going, boo! Boo! You suck! Boo!
Yeah, you're a jerk, Tack. But she is still going to attack you. It's just not at advantage. Rolled a 18. Yeah, +6. So she still hits, but she only does 5 damage to you. And then she is going to use her second attack against Elli, I think. So she slams attacks to Elli. Rolled a 22, and so you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is Tack's turn as Tack starts to laugh, kind of cackling, a little crazy. Max, we're up to you. There's rats next to you. There's still a thug or a fool
Let's
on the
see.
ground. And then there's Tack right next to your friends.
Do I know that it's Sack? Next to my
Yes.
friend?
Yep,
Okay,
because
wonderful.
the illusion was dispelled by an attack.
I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on the real Tack that we know is real.
Okay.
She has to roll a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Rolled a 4.
Beautiful. Yes, that. For 14 psychic damage.
14 points of
That's
damage.
it? Oh, that was the worst.
You
Oh,
rolled
That's not a lot of
okay.
damage.
Oh,
That was 5 d6s. Terrible.
Well, Tack is very close to death. Did you have anything else you could do?
What about does the inspiration thing allow me any? I forgot what that does.
It gives you advantage on an attack, so it
Could I
wouldn't not
use
help
it
here.
Oh, because it all rolled in one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
After-
that's it.
I think that's it. After using a spell like that.
Okay. Let's go to Thug, and he is going to make an attempt at wisdom for the 4th time, and he rolled a natural 1.
Beautiful.
So the rats are looking pretty hurt right now too, but they're just going to continue doing what rats do, which is bite out at the closest enemy. Rolled a 10 plus 2, so 12, and I don't think that hits.
That just barely doesn't hit.
Okay, so the rats just miss and kind of squeak around, still sad that you made fun of them.
Got him.
But Phaetris, you see Tack right in front of you with ensnaring strike on him, and he is or she. Why do I keep saying that? She is very hurt. Well, she can be a he.
Clarkus actually brought up a good point. After I used Dissonant Whispers, doesn't it run from me?
Yes, but it's ensnared again, so it can't.
Oh,
move.
that's right. It's insane. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, if it's very weak in front of me, then I'll just attack it.
Okay. Do your worst. Oh dang.
Nice.
that is her worst.
I
And
get a thing.
yeah, you get a second attack too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that was
That's-
you
is that
hit
a
longbow,
natural?
Oh,
but
I
it's
didn't
still a
mean
natural
to do
20.
that, but okay, we'll do it anyway. We're
Yeah,
doing it.
so the damage would be less, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of things happen at once here. You stab Tack once with your main hand, and then your second one, you come up with another stab to the gut, and both of them go right through his chest, and it's her. Whatever, it's chest. It's a doppelganger. It can be both. Their chest. You stab through their chest, and it just keeps going through them. It hits the mirror behind him, and it shatters. And then a lot of things happen at once. The runes around the hand in the middle start to flare, and then the hand itself with the runes around it all burst into flame and fizzle out as
Okay.
every mirror in this place shatters.
Good.
So now you are looking at the inside of a tent, and it is the normal size of
Oh,
what
wow.
it should be, as
Oh,
all the
cool.
mirrors just disintegrate into dust. And the hand on the floor is gone. The chains that were holding these prisoners break,
Yay.
and you have defeated the mirror maze in Dr. Jubal's Circus of Curiosities. Carnival of Curiosities.
Yay!
We have won. Good job, everyone.
Here's some tea now.
Yeah, good job. You had a lot of cool ideas for a lot of things. I love playing with new players. I love it.
It feels so like the thing that I'm still getting over, Zach, is sometimes I feel like I don't want to throw too much of a wrench in your plan, but at the same time, like that's kind of also the responsibility of the DM is to prepare for anything that could possibly happen. I could have said,
Yeah.
let's burn down the tent, and like that.
Yeah.
That would have been a thing that you'd have to come up with, but it felt sometimes like worrisome to throw you too big of a wrench, you know, even though that is your responsibility to deal with those.
Yeah. I would have come
Yeah.
up with something, most likely, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
that is the end of this. Again, I'm so sorry that I went so far over. I'm glad I threw out a bunch of stuff that would have taken even
Sure.
longer because there was another fight that you would have had.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I know the fights take the longest, but I mean, we were just having a lot of fun. And I think,
Yeah.
you know, as long as you guys are enjoying it and as long as I
Absolutely.
didn't take it over by too much.
I didn't even know how long we were intending for this session to last, so I had no expectation.
It was supposed to be 2 hours.
We doubled it. It's fine.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was
Yeah.
good.
But I hope you had fun. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
if you guys ever want to do it again, just let me know. We can work something out, and I will try my darndest to be more on time.
Sure.
But yeah, I
That'd
think
be great.
I think we're done for now. Thank you guys for playing. If
Yeah.
you can,
Thank you for doing this and setting it up.
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. I finished all the prep last night. I should have done it before, but you know, here we are. And chat, obviously you know where to find Aristocats. She's on Twitch. You can find Max the Catfish on Twitch. Clearly, you probably came from, you know us all. You love us. We're
Yeah.
cool.
Worth mentioning, there's a piece of fan art in your general D&D channel on Discord from today's session.
No way.
I
Yeah.
believe is it Atomical?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is
Made
fantastic.
freaking awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool. Thank you so much for that. That's
I
so
love
awesome.
that.
Oh my god.
It's such a
that's so
tiny
neat.
picture. I should have just put the original over. I didn't realize.
Oh, it's
That's
so
fine.
freaking cool.
That's cool. Here, I can. Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. Awesome. That is a picture from our first campaign where you were stuck.
That's
Ian.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you for that. And Zax, thank you for running this. This was a lot of fun. A really great introduction into into D&D for sure. For sure. And I think also
Yeah.
for at least the two of us a good step up from the first one that we did where we were level 2 characters. It was nice
Yeah.
to kind of explore a little bit more of what is possible in the game.
Sure. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks for being so understanding for my overtime, and yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry. So
Same.
I will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
See ya.